stream's up and running. We'll be having some D-Live and Facebook Love and everything else. All right, Kate, you can go ahead and... No one's here yet, so you can go ahead and start Facebook.
Not if all the streams aren't going yet. Right?
No, it's not going to matter because it's going to take a minute or two for your Facebook to tune in.
No, it won't. No, it's instant.
Okay. I don't know why this isn't.
Also, I don't see a preview of you yet.
I'm streaming, I think.
Wait, let me look at that. Oh, I always get on the wrong page. Hold on.
Okay, once I know this is running, I'm good to go.
Yeah, now I see you. Okay.
Just need to wait a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, we're live on both. Okay, we're live on everything.
Except Facebook.
Except Facebook, so go ahead. No one's here yet, so you're good.
All right. Do you want me to start?
Yeah, I forgot to announce this over in... Oh, let me start this on YouTube. Let me announce it. Yeah, you can start.
Okay. Starting. So last time I was working on this, my had some major issues. My new tip I had bought like broke inside my wood burning tool. So now I've got a new wood burning tool. A tip that I got from my neighbor. It's an older type. I think the new ones might be just not very well made, not very good metal, because it just snapped right in half. First time I used it. So here's hoping everything works out this time.
I'm going to post some stuff to get some people in here. So we'll be a little quiet for a minute, but no one's in here, so it's alright. I'm going to put this over at Unirocks. Me and Unirock are cool, like we post in each other's
yeah,
services, and he's cool about it.
Nice.
So, let's see, I think people should be rolling in here in a minute.
Hello, Pat and Roger on Facebook. Welcome. Reset my
Hey, Trip, thanks for coming. I don't know if you've seen one of our burn-in chills. It's been a few weeks. Kate had some technical problems, but we're back. So this is kind of just a very low-key art experience where I'll usually do something fun in here to entertain you, and the dancing monkey will dance. But Kate is really the main show here, where you can actually watch her do a piece, usually from start to finish, as long as it's not too big. But she was in the middle of this piece about 2 weeks ago, and she had tried a new tip on her wood burner that actually broke her tool, so we had to she had to borrow a tool from someone else. And now she's
I had the
back
tool. I had to
learn
borrow
how to
it.
use it.
I had to buy a tip from my neighbor, which is actually called a point, not a tip. But
Oh, I did not know that.
I call it a tip too.
I need to put a new sound.
What happened to my music?
Agent Man, thanks for coming too, and Trip, thanks for joining us. Feel free, as this starts filling up with people, you can...
Jesse, Linda, Kirsten, hello. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, started.
Folks supposed to be working. Thanks for tuning in. I don't care. Alright, Trip. Is wood burning an old or new thing that is popular again? I've been seeing more people doing it. Kate, you want to field that question?
I don't really understand the question. Is it old or new or what?
Yeah, is wood burning an old new thing that is popular again? I've been seeing more people doing this.
I don't know what an old new thing is, but
like
it's a very, very, very old art that was kind of lost for a while. A lot of people now, you know, they did it as a kid once or twice, and that was it. I'm not sure if it's making a comeback or if I just, since I got into it, I'm just more aware of it. I'm not really sure how popular it really is, or how popular it used to be either. Maybe I should look into that more, because I honestly don't really know the history of it. I've never looked into that.
I feel like it's kind of like how knitting disappeared for a while, or crochet.
Yeah.
Kind of got quiet in the 80s and 90s, but now it's being rediscovered, and people are doing, you know, entire Twitch channels about knitting, and I'm actually watching them because I find it
knitting and crocheting definitely made a comeback. Maybe all arts are making a small comeback.
I think so, because people...
Because maybe people are a little sick of everything being plastic and technology and stuff like that. It's great, but there should be more to life than that crap.
Well, because people are so inundated by computers and stuff like that it's more likely a kid would learn how to Photoshop than woodburn. You know,
I think
it was kind of.
I think both skills are good.
Yeah.
I think it's easy now to become kind of one-sided with just technology and no hobby whatsoever. I don't know. I just feel like hobbies are not as common as they used to be, because it's a lot easier now to entertain yourself in you know, easier ways. You kind of have to go out of your way now to do hobbies.
Right, that's a good point, because I think, like, back in the day, I remember when I grew up in the 70s, you know, we had like 3 TV channels, and that was it. And so everybody kind of had a hobby, you know, where these days you're so inundated with stuff, and it's a very easy way to sit on your butt and just absorb TV.
It is easy, yeah.
That, you know, interactive.
It's not like I don't do that too, but I'm trying to do this more, and get back into it. I was kind of out of it for about a year recently, so, and I did a little here and there, but I'm trying to do it every week now, so.
Shemanix, thanks for coming. I appreciate you swinging by and checking out. We're just doing a burn and chill today, which means that I'll answer questions and talk about whatever you like.
Turning and burning.
But also you can ask questions to Kate why she live burns a mandala in front of you. And this one was supposed to be for Valentine's Day. It's kind of like a heart-themed one, but her tool broke, so we needed to finish it. So now it's just eternal love. We'll call it Easter love.
No, we won't.
Come on.
No, we won't.
Love.
How about just love?
Eternal love. Hey, Vicky, thanks for coming and modding. I really appreciate you swinging through and helping out. And that is our emoji queen, Vicky, is on, as well as a big shout out to her for. It's hard you've been working on cleaning up my stream elements and stream labs and making this Twitch a very cool place to be. You are at the hippest trip on Twitch if you're unaware of it.
If you're unaware.
How's your Facebook going over there? You got people yakking you?
Yep. Jesse G says hi. Pat K says, aha, turning and burning. I also see Linda, Kirsten, Roger. I think that's it. It's hard to look at this as I do this, but...
Yeah, well, a shout out to Jesse, and it's been a while since I've hung out with you. I hope you guys are going to start your market days again. I don't know if I'm going to work them, but I'll at least come by and hang out.
I might come with some of this, depending on what day of the week it is, though.
I think it's always a Saturday or Sunday.
I always work weekends.
Yeah, you'd have to actually take a day off to do it.
Yeah, can't really do
Unless
that.
they screw around with your schedule. Or are you is your schedule pretty much set?
Yeah, it's set, but I can change it if I really need to. But it'd be better if I didn't.
She says, "Hey Doc, Billy Graham died again. I posted one of your old videos in Discord covering that effect." Yeah, I appreciate you doing that. I didn't know he died again. So, thanks for that.
I thought he died already, like
yeah, that
twice.
was one of those Mandela things that he's already died like 2 times.
It could just be like celebrities are always dying and not really dying, you know?
Well, there's part of it that's just fake, like the guy that played Newman on Seinfeld has been killed on Twitter like 3 times.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're just trolls that keep killing him on Twitter. And he'll always have to come back like a day later because I'm not dead.
I'm not dead yet.
So yeah, but Billy Graham, I definitely remember that funeral happening. That was a big news back then.
Which one is he?
I think, oh god, I get them all mixed up. I think
I
he's the
do
one
too.
out of Virginia. Or am I thinking that's Oral Roberts?
Is he the one with brown hair, or did he have like white hair?
He was really gray. Like he had his son.
Yeah.
He lived forever too. He was like almost 100, I think. Oh, Dog Darren, thanks for following, man. Appreciate that. Groovy of you. So if you're just tuning in, this is a special segment I do once a week. Ah, there's Cool Cat giving you the love. Thank you. He's giving you the big thumbs up. Hey. And he, I appreciate the follow. If you're actually watching on Twitch, and you haven't followed, just hit the little heart thing there, and that way you'll get noticed. Well, this is kind of, if you guys really don't know my show, I do a talk show pretty much about uplifting things. Like this week we talked about, yesterday we talked about learning disabilities and responsible pet ownership, and 2 of my hot buttons. And but then today we'll do something like this. So it's a variety stream where we'll just shift gears and have some fun, and even once in a while I game. So really the best way to do it is just follow me and come to the stuff you like.
Hi, Menno on Facebook. Welcome.
Haplock says he's the guy that skinny dipped at the White House. What? Billy Graham skinny dipped at the White House?
That sounds so out of character.
Yeah.
When he was a hippie or something? Because otherwise it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hear more about that story.
Yeah. I want details.
Shibadix, thanks for swinging, and I hope you're enjoying the show. It's really fun. If you just kick back and watch this thing, you'll be shocked. Because it's hard to believe that, like, you every time I see it, it's like magic watching Kate work, that it's, by the end of it, you're like, holy cow, I just watched all that happen, I still don't believe it.
It's a very, very slow, gradual thing, but it's part of what makes it interesting. That it takes so long. And you slowly see it become revealed. I kind of like that. Takes a lot of patience. Doing this has really, helped develop my patience. I'm very impatient still on some stuff, but I used to be way more impatient.
Yeah, I think that's like it's a really common thing these days of how impatient people are. Like,
well,
it
is.
Maybe it's just a sign of the times that people expect stuff now.
Well, plus everyone's in a time crunch.
it's strange to me that you don't want to. It's like one of the first lessons little kids learn is to be patient. You know, be patient. Calm down.
Because it's one of the hardest rules to learn.
Yes.
You got to work on it your whole life.
Maybe I don't.
I think so. I mean, I've been working on being patient my whole life, and I'm.
I think
I'm somewhat patient sometimes, but I mean, I wouldn't call myself a patient person in general. More patient than some.
I think I'm half Jamaican or something. Or,
You're an islander.
I should go into
Island
those
time.
cultures where, because I'm so chill. I was like, whatever.
I'm pretty chill too, usually.
When I was in Italy, they just like shut everything down, and then they all just have lunch for 3 hours or something. Like Italy and Mexico know how to chill. But if you're a stressed kind of person, you'd be like, I cannot believe these shops are these shops are closed at 2 PM. What's going on here? You know, like everything's
it reminds
closed,
me more of like southern type.
Yeah, they know how to chill.
Living, you know, they take their time. They're not as much in a rush, I don't think, as people in the north and east and west.
There's some, let's see, have you tried to spin any of Kate's mandalas using Dino's app? Now, Kate missed that whole interview when I interviewed Dino. But
I think I was at work.
Dino has an app he developed where you take a picture of his mandalas.
Yeah.
And it spins whatever you take a picture of. It makes so like
yeah,
you can see
I've
new
seen
art appear.
apps like that in the past.
But his is specifically designed for mandalas.
Oh.
And it was really cool because he would show us a still mandala, and then he would spin it, and it would be like a whole new art piece comes out of it. All this stuff
I would
didn't
love
see.
to try that.
Yeah, it's a really neat app. You should probably download it. I forgot about it to tell you about it.
Chris Ed Zaley, welcome from Facebook. Thanks for watching. How are you guys doing?
And Vicky says they're talking about the flower of life.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like the flower of life. And Vicky says the flower of life is my favorite. I love the hearts.
Well, the flower of life sacred geometry pattern is one of my best sellers. I always have some of those on hand because it's probably the most popular design that I sell. I thought any sacred geometry stuff would sell, but some is actually a lot more popular than others, which I discovered after dabbling with a bunch of different types. So now I know. It's one of the parts of making art is that you don't really know what it's going to be a hit exactly, the biggest hit. And, you know, some stuff that you would think would do really well just totally flops and vice versa. So, I've done a lot of testing, market testing, just putting designs out, seeing if they sell. And I've been surprised, some stuff that I thought would for sure sell didn't, and some stuff that, you know, it was kind of put out there for the hell of it, sold right away, so.
Yeah, it's really surprising. Like, a lot of the stuff you just don't put much effort in sells really good and people like it. I remember when I was making jewelry, I'd be like, this is just kind of a fun piece. And I'd put it up and it would sell right away, and I'd be like, what the hell? And then the piece I put hours into, and I thought was really good, no one would buy.
Right, totally true.
What is going on around here?
It's almost like if I don't care as much about it or think it's very simple, that it does seem to sell better. I don't know why. I don't know what that's saying about things, but maybe if I'm too focused, maybe that's the problem. I don't know.
you guys that have not been here before, thanks for swinging through. This is a special thing we do sometimes on Wednesdays where we do an art stream. And Kate is woodburning a mandala. You can ask her any questions about art you like or anything else, and she will hopefully answer them. But feel free.
Well, I'm very happy that everything seems to be working this time. The point's working, the wood burning tool's working, the wood's working. I'm happy.
And for you guys that are asked earlier, someone was asking me about how my fast is going. It is on day 3, so I'm hoping to go at least 10 days this time. Hopefully my body holds up. 2 and 3 are the hardest days, so today and tomorrow will be where you just got to distract yourself and keep really busy, and then the hunger pains stop. What's really interesting is when you start changing over to that ketotic state where you're burning lots of fat, you get crazy energy. So there'll be nights where I'm fasting that I just can't sleep. I'm just wired, and I sit here till 3 in the morning.
Towards the end, though, then
I get nuked.
I personally get seriously tired at the end of the 10 days or whatever.
Yeah. Kate
At first I get a lot of energy, then after a few days it's like I have no energy. I'd like to fast that long again, but I would have to take time off work, and if I take time off work, I'd rather have a vacation, so.
Yeah, I think it's been about over a year since you've done a long fast.
Yeah. Yep, it was in, I believe, December last year. I did, I think it was in March last year.
Well, the intermittent fasting I'm doing is okay. I mean, you could probably do that if you wanted. It's not as powerful as going like a 10-day deal, but it still adds up. I mean, it calms things down. Hey, Danielle Cartoons, thanks for showing up to the party. We are doing an art stream today, a chill, a burn and chill. Feel free to ask Kate or I any questions you like, and it's supposed to be just relaxing and take a little stress down. So, hey, I meant to ask you guys, how is the sound level? Are me and Kate coming across okay? Is the music okay? Guys, give me a heads up. Oh, Danielle, thanks for the hearts. I appreciate it. And I appreciate all you guys. Kate is louder than me. Yeah, well, she does have a quieter voice, so I try to turn her up, but let me turn her down a little bit then. Okay. Is the music okay? Sounds all right? Good. All right. You guys
Pat's saying the sound is fine.
Pat? Pat Katz?
Pat.
Pat.
Don't do last names.
Yeah,
but
sorry about that.
Someone.
That's the... Sorry, but I just wondered if that's... Yeah, okay. Well, Mystery Pat, hopefully you're... Nice to see you.
So for the people that don't know, Taryn has actually been fasting every other day for how long? Like months.
140 days, I think.
140 days. He's been eating every other day. He's trying to get in better shape, and now he's doing a longer fast of what, a week, or you going a week or what?
Well, I do better than the long fast. I'm trying to get in a lifestyle where I do it at least once a quarter. You know, where I pick every 3 months. I'll do one for 10 days, and I'm a little behind on schedule. So this is the game plan. I'll be happy if I get 2 or 3 in this year.
That's pretty good though. Most people don't fast at all, so
it's the only thing that seems to work for me and make my body happy.
It
It's
resets
crazy.
everything.
Yeah, do I feel better? Yes, although I hit patches of like a toxic blast. So here's the way it works: is when you eat a lifetime of processed food, like standard American diet, and you eat every single day, 3 times a day, your body just gets overwhelmed and can't keep up with all the chemicals and the trash that's in that food. And so it stores it in the liver, but then the liver gets overwhelmed and it starts storing it in fat cells. And those chemicals act like salts, and they attract a bunch of water in your fat cells. Like water's attracted to salt. So your fat cells swell up and you get like that jiggly, watery fat. Then also, at the same time, your lymphatic system is blocked because of all the trash, the acidosis you're eating. When you eat stuff, when it breaks down, it becomes a form of acidosis, and it causes like mucus and stuff like that to stick to your kidneys and your bladder, and it blocks your lymph from getting out of your body. And so you will start backing up with lymph fluid, and that's where you get like the jelly, jiggly fat that you can grab. And like when someone's like 100 pounds overweight, they're really only like 20 to 30 pounds of fat. The rest is just water weight. It's just that toxic lymph that's stuck. So fasting allows you to clean your kidneys out so you can start draining that lymph out of you. And as you drain your sewer system, your body's health overall improves. The problem is this: as I'm running on purely fat, because I'm not eating them, I'm using fats and carbs. As those fat cells break down and get used, they dump all that toxic trash they've been holding back into your bloodstream so your liver can deal with it. So there are certain days on the fast where you're really burning fat, where you just get a toxic blast, and it just makes you super sleepy and knocks you out. I remember days on my fast I'd sleep like 22 hours some days, and I'd basically just get up to pee and go back to bed. So it really depends on how toxic you are, like have you taken a lot of prescription drugs? Did you party like a rock star? Did you eat just nothing but processed food most of your life? Did you wake up every morning and eat, cereal? Did you eat processed bread? Like that stuff all adds up. And what happens is people are like, they just assume it leaves their body, but it doesn't. It is, your liver gets so clogged with chemicals that it sticks it in fat. And as you burn the fat, that dumps in and makes you very, very tired. At least to me. So, I hope that answered your question. And Kate, if you want to chime in on that, I don't know if you have any 2 cents to add to that.
I agree.
Anyone on Facebook you want to say have any questions? I can't see a Facebook feed.
The last comment we already read.
Okay.
So.
Well, for you guys listening, we're actually streaming on Kate's Facebook as well, so like I can't see any of that, and if I'm ignoring you, that's why. Kate has to pay attention to you, and she's busy burning, so don't get upset if we don't answer your questions. If you really want to experiment, add an apple fritter into your sandwich.
Whoa.
They're talking about apple fritters in the. That's one of my favorites. I love apple fritters.
Apple fritters are excellent.
There is a funny story about a friend of mine that we were so broke in high school and college that one of my friends, we were at an all-you-can-eat buffet, and one of my friends offered to pay for my other friend to eat, but he had to eat an entire plate of just nothing but apple fritters.
Oh.
And he's like, if you can do this, we'll pay for your buffet. He gave this huge amount of apple fritters. And so this has never been the same because he got super sick eating these things. And then we went to, we were at Ocean City, Maryland, and they have a boardwalk where they have this. Do you know what the zipper is? It's like a, I'll see if I can pull up a picture maybe, but it is a ride that's at every little carnival and festival where you're in a cage, and the cage spins up and down and spins around in circles while you kind of like go in an elliptical shape. So it is just pure.
The one where everyone pukes.
Everyone pukes. So we stuffed it full of apple fritters and stuck them on that ride.
Oh God.
Zipper.
Oh.
Hey man, that's fun to do when you're like 18.
Oh.
But that being said, I really do love apple fritters, and I want to. I was just talking about. One of the things I miss the most about being vegetarian is Long John Silver's chicken platters. The chicken planks. And just talking about that, that I found those
Hi,
copycat
Brittany.
recipes. Hi, what?
Brittany on Facebook.
Oh, hey, Brittany, thanks for joining us. And so I'm looking at copycat recipes because I really want to make that. I just had to figure out, you know, what would be a good meat substitute instead of the chicken. And so I'm playing with these recipes, playing with them. But I really, it's weird. I don't miss much, but KFC and chicken planks are what I miss.
I never liked KFC, although I did like Long John Silver's. But mostly I just like the crunchy stuff.
Yeah, that's all I really want.
That's all I care about.
I just want the batter, man. The batter's
Put that
the best
stuff on
part.
anything, I would eat it.
And I like hush puppies. It's been a while since I've had some hush
I never liked those either.
We got to get the right kind. Like I was from, I lived in Atlanta and Savannah, so they take a lot of pride in their hush puppies. And what they would do is they would actually put like, I used to go to one called at oh man, what's that place in Atlanta? Captain Uncle Jack's or something like that. It was in Marietta, and it had, you would literally get baseball size hush puppies, and inside these things would be chopped pieces of onion and a little bit of some garlic. That was the most amazing hush puppy on the planet. I want to...
Oh, I've only just had them plain. From like,
Yeah, you got to make your own.
back when my parents took us to that, Red Lobster. I think that's the last time I had a hush puppy, actually, like 20 odd years ago.
Yeah, I just can't do drunken Ewok. Stop, you make me hungry. I'm the one that's fasting, sitting here talking about Don't give me any grief. I haven't eaten in 3 days. So. But anyway, that's what I'm learning is I like those copycat recipes. I'm going to try to learn how to use them better. General's tofu is awesome. All right. I've never tried the General toes. We just call them the General's toes. There's some Chinese person turning over in their grave. Although my sister-in-law's Chinese, and she says they don't actually eat any of that stuff.
They don't?
No, they don't even know what General Toes is. He's not.
Of course not.
She's like, I don't know what the hell they're talking
That
about.
must be Americanized.
It's an
then.
American Chinese creation
Huh.
that it's just I
Wow.
think it's completely made up. That they just are like, what's a Chinese? Chinese general, okay. Yeah, basically real Chinese people don't eat that stuff. That's why they're thin, because Americanized Chinese food's really bad. But it's so tasty. I could eat Chinese every
I
day.
don't know. I just get veggies and rice every time. That's pretty healthy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the oils, I think, that they use a lot of oil.
They do. They
that's,
do use a lot of
yeah,
oil.
they don't play around.
I agree. But that's part of what makes it so good.
Well, Danielle says, besides eggs, I'm basically vegan. That's kind of where I'm at. I have eggs inside breads. Like, we'll get a bagel or something. I know that's been made with eggs and butter. I just am kind of lazy to be vegan. And if I could buy a vegan bagel, I would, but they're not exactly around here. If I get the choice, I buy it, but I don't completely like freak out if I have butter or an egg or something. That's fine. And I still have my big downfall is chips with like cheese seasoning. That's the only dairy I touch. Is and if I can find a fake chip like a vegan
And honestly,
chip,
it makes you really sick every time you do it.
Yeah, I need to stop completely. It's like an addiction eating chips. I gotta find a good substitute for chips, or find a healthy way to do it.
Veggie chips.
Yeah, I guess veggie chips. It's the seasoning. It's not the chip. It's the crap
They
they
have
put on
seasoning.
it. Just gotta figure out.
Yeah.
Trip says it's like American Italian food. Yeah, I'm real Italian, so my dad would cook
Oh,
stuff
right. It's
from
way better.
Italy. And when I went to Italy, now they do use a lot of damn olive oil on everything, and they cook very heavy with oils and cheeses.
Yeah.
But the American style is just like insanely, way ramped it up. So a lot of Italian, like Italians really don't even eat breakfast. They have just like a coffee and that hard ass roll that you can't break the outside of. Like you can't eat that crust. You have to like tear it open with a knife and scoop out the soft part in the middle. It's so hard to eat. I guess you're supposed to dip it in your coffee. I don't know, but that's all they have for breakfast. I remember going to Italy. I was like, "What the hell? This is it?" They're like, "Well, yeah, there's some piece of fruit if you want it." They have a big lunch and a late dinner. Like, I remember going to Italy and the dinner started like 8 o'clock at night. I always thought that was kind of late. Yeah, Vicky says she loves the veggie chips, but I know they're made with bad oils. Yeah, it's like pretty much any oil you heat up is going to be inflammatory.
You can probably buy organic ones that are more expensive online.
Probably.
I mean, but then it gets annoying after a while.
Well, they are starting, I'll have to say this. They started baking chips instead of frying them, and like...
True.
Some of the baked chips I actually like a lot better. They just don't give you that many. Like, I can't remember who it is. Like Lay's or something has baked chips that are 85% less fat, and they're pretty damn good. They taste a lot like Pringles. Which, yeah. I love how we're talking about health food. That's all junk food. This thing will only kill you a little less, but it's slightly less poisonous, but it's good. I always laugh about Drunken Ewok says Earth Balance has cheddar kettle cooked chips. Oh, I guess I'll check for them online. I don't know if they carry anything like that at the stores I'm at. I'll have to look.
You just got some chips from Earth Balance.
But I had to order them on Amazon. They were like vegan cheese.
I thought you got them here.
No, they were on sale from Amazon Prime. Does weird sales every day, and it was one of the things that came up. And I was like, yeah, I'll try those. And they were the vegan. Oh man, Cheez-Its. They look just like Cheez-Its, but they're vegan. Yeah, they were good. Drunken Ewok, thanks. Yeah, I appreciate you letting me know because that's the deal. Is it really all oils inflammatory? Even coconut, even olive oil. If you heat it, you make it inflammatory. So the less, the better. I mean, I know it's hard to live a life without oil, but it is. There's no such thing as like healthy oil. So it's funny because we used to joke back when I was still being a doctor. These people would come in and be like, yeah, but I eat gluten-free and grass-fed beef and everything. And I was like, well, I'm glad at least you have organic gluten-free grass-fed diabetes. It's like you still can't eat this stuff. It's still crap. It's just a little better crap. It's still processed junk food. So enjoy your organic diabetes. Oh, Danielle, all right, try it. We're gambling. I know you've had a lot of problems, but I'm glad to hear Twitch is working today. I don't know if I should change this jam because I like it a lot. I got some Indian music going. I'll drop it over to some Asian. We'll go Asian for a little while. We'll slow it down. Anybody on Facebook you need to?
I pipe up whenever I need to.
Okay. I don't want to ignore you, Facebook folks. It's new to me. Oh yeah, and I forgot to even look over at YouNow or DLive. Sorry guys. YouNow, Tim, thanks for watching. I appreciate you checking it out. And DLive, hey Johnny Mills, what's happening? I appreciate you. Yeah, I do stream on multiple platforms at once. I'm sorry, I just saw your question. I hope you're still there. I'm trying to stream to more decentralized stuff, so I'm making sure I show DLive some love, but it's still pretty new, and there's not a lot of people come to DLive. My main stream is at Twitch. I was on YouTube, but they really played too many games with me, so I stream everywhere but YouTube. I do put the rerun up on YouTube, as long as it doesn't get completely out of control here. Sometimes YouTube, we talk about stuff or do stuff here that I can't put at YouTube, but I can leave it on Twitch. So yeah, I appreciate you coming by over at DLive, and if you actually want to be more interactive, you can join me also on Twitch. We're over there right now at Lupo TV. All you gotta do is jump over there. But I'll swing by and talk to you on DLive too. So thanks for jamming on that. I'll try to pay better attention over there. I've got a lot of windows open, if you can imagine. I'm at 8 platforms. Well, 7. Let's say 8? 7 or 8 platforms right now.
Usually.
So. Yeah, Tripwire, you just found out you have free Prime Twitch account because you use Amazon Prime. So the way that works is on Twitch, Amazon owns Twitch. So if you're on Twitch, you can link your Amazon account, Once you're linked, you get a free subscription to give away every month, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. So if you want to subscribe to me on here, it sponsors the show. It basically gives me a few bucks a month, and it doesn't cost you anything. It just comes with your Prime. So I'd appreciate it if you want to subscribe. Now remember, subscribing is different on Twitch. On YouTube, subscribing means you're just like following the channel, and you get notices. Here it means you're actually like being a patron. Ah, yeah, there it goes. Someone just subscribed. Hold on. Did that just happen? Did that just happen? What happened? I missed it. Damn it. I missed what happened. Hopefully I'll see it in a sec here. There you go. Tripwire just subscribed, and you got the little catnip cat. So Trip, yeah, I guess you figured it out. Thank you so much. The thing about Amazon Prime, though, is in a month, it automatically pulls you off, and you have to come in and subscribe again. It works different than the others. So every month, you just remember to, like when you swing through, just subscribe again. I don't know why it doesn't just keep it there, but probably something about Amazon figured that it saves them a lot of money to make you have to come resubscribe. That way they don't have to dish out as much money then. Oh no, screw that. What? Oh, okay. I was like, come on, Trip. Well, I rotate mine around. Like, I gave it to Uni Rock 1 month, and then I dropped it over at Miss Doom, and so I spread it around. I spread the love around. All right, be careful you don't break that. This is how Kate broke her tool last time. She overtouched.
I didn't break it. It broke.
It broke, yes. It magically broke.
You want to see it? I don't know if you can see the old one, but snapped right in half.
Yep. This music might be a little too chill. Let's jump it up a little. I do want you to watch, but I don't want you to fall asleep. It retired itself, Vicky said. That's pretty upsetting, because if you get used to the same tool for so many years, it's like you have a connection
almost
to
15
it.
years I was using that.
I'm hoping we can salvage it.
But
somehow.
luckily I had the twin as a backup, so it's the same exact tool. Just...
Yeah, Trip, the tool actually, what happened is the screw got stuck in the tool, so it's useless. So she had to get the exact same. A friend who Woodburned has the same exact one and gave it to her.
Tip.
Oh, I thought he also gave you the wand.
No.
Oh, that's your backup wand?
Yeah, I keep saying that.
Oh, I'm not. Sorry, I didn't understand. I'm not that smart. It moved to a better life. Rip old Tip. The tool did not break. It became something else. It's like Obi-Wan. It got struck down and became something better.
I don't actually notice any difference at all.
Now, is this tip, is it different? It's smaller, you said, right?
No.
It's the exact same size?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Can't extract the tip. We tried half block, but it's so in there that we used a screw extractor, and it kind of damaged the threads. I don't know if it could be salvaged or not. He's still working on it.
It's long gone.
See, I have faith and hope that they'll fix it, but Kate's saying it's dead forever.
Well, the metal's so poor quality that, I mean, there's no getting that out of anything. It's a soft metal and it's, inferior, so I don't think it'll be removable.
Brass tips. I'm really surprised. So what happened is this tool is so old that they used to make the tips out of like a good solid metal, and then they changed over to brass, and you can't find the good
No,
old
no,
tips,
no. It's
right?
supposed to be brass. They changed it to something else.
Oh, so the good old tips are brass? It doesn't look like brass to me. It looks like iron.
They change color once you use them.
Alright.
I don't really know what it is, actually. It always looks like brass before you use it. I don't know.
I did not know this.
Pretty sure it's
When
brass.
you look at it, it doesn't look anything like brass, but it could be just annealed.
Yeah,
stone.
it's 950 degrees. How does brass look at that temperature?
Well, I worked with brass as a jeweler, and it still retains brass. But if you anneal it enough, it will kind of get a green tint over it. The copper comes out a little bit.
I'm not sure what it is then. They don't tell you.
It's a secret. Well, anyway, so she can't seem to find those kind of old tips anymore. All she can find are new ones that don't seem to work. We should just do a fundraiser for you to get a new one completely.
Well, there's a more expensive type of wood burning tool, but it's like, $1,000.
Why is it such a jump from like $40 and the next
Because
step
it's
up is
a
$1,000?
professional one. It's a completely different type of setup. But, I don't know. This one's fine.
Alex has gambled away all of his loopies. If you guys don't know, if you're new here, I have my own currency in here called loopies, and you get loopies by staying on the stream. Every 10 minutes you get 5 loopies, but you can play games in here. You can gamble with them, you can use slot machines, you can play bingo, you can win loopies. And what do you use? Well, the loopies go into my store. Now I have a few items where up right now that is just like me being silly and making me do stuff on stream. But the more interesting things is I've got a bunch of artwork that's been donated anonymously that is up there for high prices of loopies. So if you save your loopies up, you can actually turn them into real art. And I appreciate the person that donated that, but they wanted to stay anonymous. So you can spend your loopies on real things in the store now. If you want to check it out, if you could link me to the store, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, there it is. Someone just dropped a link for the store. So you can go check out the new artwork up there. And if you like it, spend your loopies.
Shout out to Tony, Lorena, and Kathy on Facebook. Thanks for joining.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, Tripwire, there's art up there, and it's really cool art. You should go check it out. Oh, you like art number 3. Yep, now that gives you reasons to gamble. And Vicky, why don't you go ahead and start a bingo game? And we'll play emoji bingo. So what'll happen is Twitch has 144 emojis, and you will be given a certain amount of loopies if you guess the correct emoji. It's a random emoji. It changes every time. You just got to keep going through, and you put one at a time until you hit the right one. And when you hit it, you get paid. Oh yeah, and a Drunken Ewok's here. Check out her channel too. Please subscribe to her over at Twitch. She's got some pretty cool topics. I've been checking out your channel lately. It's you get deep, girl. Also, I don't know why you never ever come on my show, like what I gotta do, but you show up to all my streams. I don't get it. So if you want to be a guest this Saturday, I'm gonna do a show maybe on distance healing. Is distance healing real? And I'm gonna try to get some people on that claim they're distance healers. If you want to come along for that ride, Ewok, let me know. So you have to be available Saturday, and don't crap out on me. That will be at noon my time, Eastern Standard Time, which is New York time. Oh, I see the bingo has begun.
Hi, Abel on Facebook. Thanks for joining.
Abel is the name?
Abel F.
Oh, Abel. All right, thanks, Abel. Ewok, come on now. That birthday's gonna have to wait.
Did Ewok ever pick a name
for her baby?
For the channel, I thought.
Oh no, she was working on. You know, she just had a baby like last month.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I can't believe she's got a little Ewok. I can't remember if you ever got a channel name done. No, I don't think so. Let me change the music. That might be. We'll give it a little channel. Give it a little go for a little bit. It's a little chill. I haven't renamed the channel, but Happy Harlow is the new blog. Harlow. Okay.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what a Harlow is.
Is that a name?
But,
someone's name?
I guess.
Kid's name?
Happy Harlow.
Is it the kid's name?
I think. I don't. No. Her kid's name is. Darn it! I forgot your kid's name already. I just call her Little Ewok all the time. Just tell me your kid's name again. It's Baby Ewok. Yes. Oh, okay. Your kid's name's Harlow? That's cute. I didn't know that. No, you told me. I just keep... There's a lot that juggles in my brain. I can't keep it all going. I need like a social manager to run my brain. You know, like with those really rich people or politicians, how they have someone that just like is their handler that hands them notes and stuff. I need a handler. If any of you guys want to be my handler, shoot a note to me. I need a handler desperately. Oh, I never seen that one, Vicky. The Illuminati pyramid? Is that an emoji? What? What is that? I've never seen any of those emojis. Some pretty interesting emojis rolling through here for emoji bingo.
Welcome, Tim, on Facebook. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, Alec even has a better pyramid. Well, how are you guys getting all these emojis? I've never seen any of these. I will drop my 2.
Taryn?
I'm sorry, who?
Tim.
Says hi to me? Hi, Tim.
No, he
Oh.
didn't say hi to you.
He said hi to Kate?
Nope.
My bad, you told me. Hi, Tim. And Kate Books over on DLive, thanks for joining us and joining the party. I appreciate you watching over at DLive. We are just doing a live stream right now. If you actually want to interact with everybody else, that happens at Twitch. If you want to come over to Twitch, you can find me at Lupo TV. But also support DLive and what they're trying to do, so you can stay there and chat with us if you like. But thank you for joining me, Kate. And we are doing just a live Woodburn today. Normally I have a talk show that focuses on uplifting and self-improvement topics, but I like to shift gears and do other things besides that. Who won? Wait, did someone win the thing? Vicky, you always win your own loopies. Let's see, the emote was that. Yeah, you can do a raffle. I don't know how to do it, Vicky, if you want to figure out how to do that. Also, if you want to play more bingo, that's fine with me. You can play bingo all day long in there. So if you guys don't realize, I only stream at Twitch, but it was kind of an accident that I got over here, but now we're here, we really like it because you can do all these fun games and interact with each other. So if you're watching this chat and you're like, what the hell is going on? You're seeing all this talk about loopies and winners and raffles, and because they're playing games while they watch for cryptocurrency. I made my own currency called loopies, and you can spend them at my store for stuff. So if you want to get over on that, you can jump on in by going to Twitch. What? That raffle was fixed. What? How did you win that raffle that fast? I demand. We need to check for hanging chads. All right, let's see how old that joke is.
Wow, that's pretty old. Is that 90s?
Hanging chads? Wasn't that the Bush election?
I feel like it's 90s, right?
What is that?
Why is someone calling?
Oh, is that your phone call? That's your
No, it's online. I don't know what that was. I got rid of it though.
That's really. Oh, maybe it's your Google phone number.
Abel calling me?
Oh,
or you? Or someone?
Oh,
I don't know what that
was.
was.
Directly on Facebook now?
If they are, they shouldn't have my number or my online. I don't know what that was.
I've never heard that.
If you could explain what that was, Abel, please let us know what that was. No idea.
I haven't used Facebook in 3 years, so
I don't really use Facebook except for this.
Can you go voice to voice on Facebook now? Can someone call you?
No.
Is that a Facebook thing?
No idea.
If you guys know that answer, I don't use Facebook, but can you call someone directly via voice on Facebook now? I did not know that. Ah, Vicky, thank you for enjoying my hanging Chad's joke. I feel bad for anyone named Chad after that election. They're just going to be known as... there's probably a lot of strippers out there called Hanging Chad or something. Anyway, that was 2000. Hanging Chad's when Bush was elected, I think. Yeah, Vicky, you're not on Facebook either. I don't know. Nobody. Oh yeah, Trip says you can do that in Facebook chat now. You can call someone. I didn't know you could voice to voice in Facebook chat. Wow, they're coming along.
Me neither. Huh.
Too bad Facebook sucks. Just saying.
Maybe he didn't hear our questions.
Or he just, he could have just accidentally clicked it and didn't know.
Yeah.
Like, it's really easy. I do that on Discord
likely.
where I'll try to send someone a message and I'll hit it and it connects me through voice automatically. I'm like, oh, no, I'm not trying to call you. So, that probably happened. A Drunken Ewok says, Lupo TV, nephew's party is until 3. Yeah, so cool. I'll have you at noon. I need to try to get, that reminds me, I need to send an email out today to Chase. I'm going to try to have him on. Not Chase, Case, Everyday Masters Case. He's always a good interview. And maybe Healer Sharon, she does energy work. She might be a good one to ask. Or if you have any other ideas, I haven't quite locked down the guest on that yet, but I'm looking for, like, people that actually do distance healing. Because we're going to talk about if it's real and how it works. I have not changed my Soul Glow shirt. I was going to do that today, but I forgot. So there you go. You guys want to see this shirt? It is. If anybody can tell me what movie this shirt is from, Soul Glow.
I know what it's from.
Vicky will give you 10 movies.
I suppose I can't play, though.
You can if nobody answers. I'll give them a chance first. If they're stumped.
Alright. I got it. I'm ready.
Ewok, who's your friend? I need to know who they are first, so I don't just like let some stranger on that hijacks the show and goes nuts. So as long as you vouch for them and they're good, I need to talk to them maybe in Discord for a few minutes, make sure they're not completely nuts. Vicky, you can't guess and give it to yourself. Okay, Vicky won her own loopies. Way to go!
Oh, that's great.
Thanks for that. You ruin everything. Yes, that is correct answer. Coming to America.
Yeah.
And for a bonus question, what was the questionable copyrighted hamburger store that they worked at?
I know. Oh. Is it McDowell's?
McDowell's, isn't it?
McDowell's.
Where he opens like the book and it accidentally falls down. It's like the McDonald's manual and he sticks it back up. McDowell's. And
is that right? McDowell's?
Yeah, I think
there's something like that.
And if you ladies and gentlemen remember the Soul Glow scene where all the people are wearing it and they get up off the couch and there's stains all over the couch, the whole family.
Yeah,
oh, for you guys that missed the 80s, that was called Activator. You put it in your hair so it would make it look wet and curly.
Which,
Activator,
I guess that was the thing they were going for then. It's just wet looking hair. Ooh.
Yeah. That was the point. It was supposed to be like a wet perm.
Wasn't it just oil? Straight up oil?
Yeah, but it was supposed to make your hair
like
soft
oil.
too, but it was actually really flammable a lot of times.
Right.
Like, I think that's what Michael Jackson had.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I'm pretty sure he sprayed Activator. If you guys didn't know, Michael Jackson was doing a Pepsi commercial where there were fireworks and his hair lit on fire. If you missed that whole Activator episode. So there was a time in the 80s where a really tight perm was in. So if you go watch like Solid Gold or something, you'll see these super tight curl perms and they would spray it to make it look wet.
Ew.
Yeah, Jerry Curl. That was another.
Yeah.
That was a popular activator. And if you watched, oh man, how am I tripping on this for a sec? Okay, it is the hair products they always sell on Soul Train. Afro Sheen, and Afro Sheen was for females, and there was another one that was Natural Sheen, I think, was when you wanted to wear the natural. You know these things if you guys have Afro hair. My hair looks straight right now, but it is braided right now. It's my very first time it's been braided. Look at this. My hair is finally long enough to braid. Although it fell out last night, so don't judge me. Yeah, let's let it spin around. You see it? There you go. It's getting long enough. Finally. But, yeah, this is a new experience having my hair braided. That was weird. But it's gotten so out of control, it needed to be done. But it'd be kind of cool, too. Like, I could go with the Willie Nelson style, where Willie wears braids. Vicky says, nice French braid. I know. I can't take credit for it. But let's just say my hair looks a lot like Kate's hair right now. She did it, because I don't know how. I can do a basic braid. I have no idea.
It was better yesterday, though. But
I want to make her do a fishbone next. No, no, Kate did it. Come on, Vicky. No, I'm not that skilled to do it. But I can't do a regular braid. I just don't know how to do it on myself. I can only do it on other people. I learned how to braid when I was making bracelets. And then I used it in jewelry. I used to braid wire. And I was like, okay, so I guess hair works the same way. Although my braiding is not that good. I need to find like a, maybe like a Mormon chick or someone that, you know, like those women that take the braiding to the next level. Those Amish ladies and stuff that braid like crazy. That's what I need to find. Let her go loose on this thing. They know some seriously fancy braiding. A Mormon chick. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? The ones that wear the prairie garb. They always have the super long braids. That's what I need to find. They know how to do it. They need to set up like a booth at a fair and just braid people's hair.
Oh, why I find that so funny, but
yeah, Vicky's laughing. They're all laughing at me, saying you have such a way with words. A Mormon chick, LOL. Well, I mean, what do you call the Mormons that are like that wear that kind of anti-Baptist?
yeah,
garb and stuff?
I don't know.
Is there a special name for that kind of Mormon?
I'm sure there is.
The ones that live like on the compounds and stuff?
Exactly.
So if you know that answer, Vicky will give you 10 of her loopies that she stole from the last question. I'd say that was probably Eddie Murphy's last good movie.
What?
Coming to America? I can't think of it. I like The Golden Child, but that's questionable.
Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2 were good.
But I think those were before, weren't they?
Probably. Yeah.
And I only like the first Beverly Hills Cop.
Well, the first one's definitely superior.
The second was kind of...
Second one, I can't even remember the second one, but it's got that... It's got a few good scenes in it.
Yeah, Trading Places was good. He had a couple really good movies in the 80s.
What the heck,
then
man?
it just stopped. Is someone calling you again?
Yeah, same guy. And if you're calling us, Abel, let us know what that's about.
Maybe he's not on the stream anymore watching. I didn't steal them if I gave loopies away. You keep winning everything, Biggie. And you have the ability now to give yourself loopies, unlimited loopies. Now that you have the master of stream elements. You're basically like the Federal Reserve. You can just create currency out of thin air. On the, I believe under stream elements, you go to what's called the leaderboard, and you can actually gift people loopies whenever they win something. I believe it's under stream elements. I'll look. Or it might be under stream labs. No, it's got to be under stream elements. I can't figure out how to use stream elements. You're going to have to help me because... Oh, wait a sec. I just found it. Yeah, it's under leaderboard. If you hit leaderboard, I'll show it to you real quick, Vicky. If you show the under the leaderboard here. we go. I would never give myself loopies like that. Yeah, we know what happens when this show goes off the air. There's a reason you're number one. Just line your pockets with it. rich and loopies. Oh, that's funny. All right. Let me change the music. Actually, I want to try this one. I don't remember this one. That one might be... I'll give it a minute. We'll see if this works. I also have someone who always watches on Periscope that never talks, but thank you. Thank you for lurking. I love it. Lurkers are welcome. And thanks to the folks over at YouNow. Appreciate you watching over there. And Mixer and Shoutcast. This music's too slow. Let's jam something else. Play a little jazz. I'm in a jazzy mood. I feel like we should have cocktails. We should have cocktails while we do this. But then the show would probably go really... After 4 hours of cocktails, there wouldn't be much of a show left. I'd be like just hitting buttons randomly. I don't know what this is. This is going to be a great show, everybody. Should have a cocktail hour. It'd be fun. Tripwire, do you like any folk music in general? Yeah, sure. I like some of the old folk. It's so weird. I don't know what's considered folk music anymore. Like, is Johnny Cash folk? I think. I don't know. Arthur Guthrie, maybe. But then some people were like telling me that like bluegrass is folk now. They're like Trampled by Turtles is folk, and I don't know what the hell folk is anymore. So drop some band names and maybe I can be a little clearer. Vicky likes the party music. All right, cool. Yeah, doesn't it feel like we should be at a high-class function, Vicky, and we could talk and say things like, that's a capital idea. Capital. We can wear our monocles and top hats. One of these days I am going to do that. When I can afford a good monocle, I'm getting one.
Sweet.
They're what? I didn't hear you, Kate. But...
I said sweet.
Yeah, we could wear monocles
cool.
on the stream. And top hats one night. Capital idea, capital. Waylon Jennings. Yeah, Waylon's good. All right, if that's what you consider folk. I just don't know what the hell folk is anymore. But yes.
I think of folk music is like the mamas and the papas and like hippies.
Yeah, kind of. That's where I'm kind of thinking even before that. Like.
But I don't really know. Like, is the Byrds folk? Some albums are. I don't know.
Alex says I would rock a monocle. It's got to be very difficult to hold those in place. I wonder how you...
I would imagine.
You're really going to have to squeeze down on your eye muscles for hours. I don't think you did. I did have a pocket watch that I actually used and wore every day when I was a chiropractor. See, some of the chiropractic moves you have to grab your own wrist. And so I couldn't wear a wristwatch. And I needed to keep on time with patients and stuff. So I had, I'd always wear a suit at work. And my vest would have a pocket watch. It was very old school style, but I like pocket watches. But now a phone's kind of destroyed the entire watch industry.
I still wear a watch.
Yeah, because you don't want to bring your phone into work.
Well, now I do bring it into work, but I don't like getting it out that much. Plus, all I have to do is look at my arm and I'm done. I don't have to open it. I don't have to put my code in. whatever.
It took me a while to get that joke right there. Wow. Okay. Wow. All right. So Vicky dropped a joke in here. A guy walks into a bar, sits down, and hears a small voice say, "Nice shirt, nice hat." The guy asks the bartender, "Who's saying that?" And the bartender points at the peanuts. "The peanuts are complimentary."
Oh boy.
Trip says I wear a watch at work only.
Yeah, only at work. Me too.
No, oh, I forgot to say, Kate did get me a watch. Look at this. Look at this. I don't wear it that much, but
that
old school calculator watch. Yellow, but it barely fits on my wrist, so I don't wear it much. Plus, I live a lifestyle where I don't really care about time, unless like just on show days. So I don't really give a damn what time it is. But if I were to like actually be back in practice or work or had to be somewhere, probably wear a watch. I don't like carrying a phone around. Matter of fact, my ex-wife, like, I didn't have a phone for a long time, and she would lose her mind over not being able to get a hold of me. I really didn't want to have a phone, man. I felt like it was an electronic leech. Now everybody's got, even kids got phones, which is really weird to me. But I guess that's the thing now. Like, you're a bad parent if you don't give your kid a phone. It's like, how would I get in touch with you in an emergency? I don't know. Like the same way we did from 1970 on.
Yeah, but we used to have payphones.
Yeah,
now
but the office, like at school, if your kid has a school, they can still go to the front office and make a phone call. You know?
Yeah, if your kid goes to
That's
school.
the way we used to do it. There are still payphones around.
No.
They exist.
They exist. Like, I've seen... The last time I saw one, I took a picture of it because I hadn't seen one in 20 years.
Tripwire. Tripwire says we would get into trouble in middle school with the calculator watch. Why would you get in trouble? I have a feeling I know that answer.
Yeah.
Because you spelled things on your watch, didn't you? I can't figure out how to start the calculator feature on here. Probably on? 12 times 13. Oh wow, these buttons are... You gotta have tiny fingers to work these things.
Yeah, I can barely...
Little tiny Asian fingers to work this, look. There we go. Oh, because you were cheating at math with it.
It's not really cheating, is it?
I could see that. I have to admit...
If you can do the problem, how's it cheating? I hate that. Math teachers are stupid. I could have done everything way easier with a calculator. And if you get the right answer, who cares how you get it? It's my philosophy.
Vicky and Trip are spelling things with numbers that they shouldn't be spelling. And yeah, there's a thing about, there was a really interesting thing showing that the kids in Sweden outscored everyone in the world for a while, and they were like, how are these little kids from Sweden killing the Japanese and stuff? And what they did is they shift their whole teaching, that they no longer cared about rote memorization stuff. They just taught kids how to use computers and how to solve problems. Like, here's a calculator, here's how to solve it, and their kids were able to really enjoy the learning process and do what they want to do, and they like just crushed all the scores. So I'm hoping that model will eventually catch on. Just memorizing rote information is just so odd now. Like,
I don't remember a darn thing from my government school, and yet college, university, I learned a heck of a lot more than I learned in government school. Yeah, I was paying for it a lot, but no, it's just different. I feel like government school was more about memorization of things that don't matter. Like dates of stuff that you forget right away, and not so much the actual main gist of things, not the main theme, not the main,
Yeah, they don't teach you how to, like,
it was just very
think. They teach you what to say.
Stupid details that we had to memorize, and honestly, memorizing that kind of stuff, you can't remember anything about it a year later. So, probably not the best method.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Trip was dropping the Columbus. 1493 sailed the deep blue sea. I guess they just needed stuff to do in history class. Like, what else? How do you test? Essays, I guess. I'm terrified of essays still because I'm such a slow writer. But
I loved essays.
you probably
I was
rocked
terrified of everything else.
Yeah. All I would do is get the paper back and they'd be like, "You can't spell," and I just didn't have time. I was like, "Can I do this just orally? Can I give you an essay?" It's okay, Trip. I knew what you meant. You don't have to correct the spelling. Wow. Is that a real word? Hippopotomonstro. I can't even say this. The squibble. Pedalilophobia? Come on now. Is that a real word? I thought the longest word in the dictionary was anti-disestablishmentarianism.
That's been
But I
surpassed.
think it's been surpassed now, right?
Yeah, I can't remember by what though.
Which, that actually taught me something, because I wanted to know what the longest word was, and I found out what that definition actually means when I was very young. It's like, everybody just knows what the word is, but they don't know what it means.
So what does it mean?
Anti-disestablishmentarianism means that
Tarianism.
when you establish a ruler or government, the laws that establish it, that you are anti that you don't like the establishment. It's kind of a fancy way to say like an anarchist.
Oh.
Outbox said, I'd have failed all my English classes if my teachers didn't like poetry. I skated right through it. So you use poetry to get around that? Like, yeah, instead of like a 10-page essay, can I just write a poem? Okay. Yeah, what is it with that word? I guess that was a thing in the 80s. Drunken Ewok says, I used to love to prove to people that I could actually spell that word when I was younger. Yeah, there we go. Oh, Ewok, you sent me a link to that lady, didn't you? I'll have to look it up when I get a chance today. And you have a hookup, so she's not going to think I'm weird if I'm just talking to her. Oh, I think I've heard of her, Suki. I feel like I've heard of her. Yeah, I'd love to have her. I think if it's who I think it is, and if you got a hookup, I'd appreciate it, because I could use the connection. I don't usually like cold calling people out of the blue. But if I say, hey, Ewok recommended you, then we're groovy. Oh, you did put the more you know. That's awesome with the little rainbows in the 80s. The more you know.
Oh, welcome, Kyle and Nancy. Thank you for tuning in on Facebook.
Oh, I didn't know you had a friend named Nancy. I've always wanted a friend named Nancy, and I think you know why. So I could say negative Nancy, and I've always wanted one in a positive Patty. I want those two to hang out, a Nancy and a Patty, so we can. Rosie, thanks for swinging by. Kate is wood burning a heart-themed mandala. She had to stop last time at Valentine's Day because her tool broke and using another tool now, so she's picking it back up. If you're new to the stream, there's a positive, uplifting stuff we normally do here, and you can check out. I do different stories twice a week, and then we do other features like art streams and sometimes even play games. So one thing it all has in common is I try to keep it positive and uplifting. And Rosie, if you want to ask any questions. You can ask Kate or I a question. I'm not the one who's actually burning this. Kate is. I'm just handling all the questions and making all the bells and whistles work. So thank you for joining the stream, and feel free to follow me. Hit the little heart, because we do lots of cool stuff on this channel.
I gotta say, this new tool is getting seriously hot.
Yeah?
Yeah, hotter than my old one used to get. Whoa. It's like making my finger red. I don't know if you can see how red that is.
It's interesting how different.
Whew.
It looks exactly like the same one.
I'm sweating.
Is the other one thicker?
I don't know what that means.
The wand, is it thicker? Or the new
Yeah,
one?
it's
Are they
exactly the same model.
I wonder why it gets hotter.
I don't know. Whew. It's getting hot. It's like burning my finger.
So, Rosie asked, is that a small torch being used? You want to handle that, Kate? She doesn't know what a wood burning tool is.
It's kind of like a soldering iron. You can switch out the points to a bunch of different types of points. One of them is a soldering point. This one operates at a static 950 degrees Fahrenheit. A lot of them are lower, or you can change the temperature. This model, you can't change the temperature. But it doesn't bother me. And it's electric, so you just plug it in. It takes about 10 minutes to heat up to the right temperature. And that's about it.
And Trip wants to know if you made a mistake yet.
Oh.
Could be some good drama for the stream.
I make mistakes almost constantly.
They're happy
I don't really
accidents,
usually
damn
call
it.
attention to them unless they're really bad. And I can...
They're Bob
Yeah,
Ross
teach
happy
someone
accidents.
something.
They're not mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, there are a ton of them. Hundreds of them by the time I'm done. But I try to blend them in as I'm going.
Rosie asked, what kind of classes do you take to learn that? It's really amazing to watch.
I don't know, because I'm self-taught. There probably are classes, I would guess. Well, I would imagine it would be better in person than online, but you could do it online or in person. I just taught myself. So it was before the days of YouTube videos, so I just kind of fiddled around until I made stuff do what I wanted it to. For
Yeah,
the most part.
Rosie, she's completely self-taught, so she has her own style. Like, if you watch traditional pyrography,
Yeah,
it's very different. They use...
I'm not traditional at all. I do my own thing. I have no idea how other people do what they do. But, oh, hi Tim. Hi Tim on Facebook. Abel is calling for a third time, unknown as to why. Abel, if you can hear us, why do you keep calling?
Maybe he doesn't realize you're streaming still. If he's not watching, he might think you're done and he's trying to call you to order something.
Said he had joined a while back, so I don't know.
So Abel, if you're calling, you might want to wait till she's done. She can't take your call on air.
Yeah. This is true.
Vicky says, would Kate do classes on her own stream?
Oh. Yeah, I've been asked that before. I would consider doing it. I don't know how much of a demand there would be. I know nothing about it. And I've got my own style, so I don't know, you know, if I'm qualified to teach. I'm not sure I'm qualified to teach. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you'd basically be teaching people your own style. You could teach your own style. Come up with a name for it. What kind of name?
I could teach my own style, but then, you know, that's my style.
What would you call your style?
I guess it's not really mine. It's just the one I use.
You're gonna call it?
Not my style. Either.
Yeah, but it needs a fancy name so we can make it marketable. What kind of style?
Deep line style, because that's basically what it is. My wood burning tends to be a lot deeper scoring marks than a lot of others. A lot of wood burns or pyrographists, they don't do as deep of a burn as I do. Some do, but for the most part, they're a lot lighter, more in the brown shades than the black shades. So.
Vicky says you should name it Burn and Chill Workshops. Lava Girl calls it Kate Classic. Classic Kate.
Yeah,
Burn
I'm
with
still
Kate.
sticking with whatever it is. It has to be descriptive of what it is. I think I'll have to think about it. If there's actually some sort of demand out there, it'd be great to know about it. And I'd have to figure out how to go about teaching it. It's it'd be tricky. I'd have to really think about how to present that in a way that's learnable to a range of people. And it would require that you use the same, everything I use. So I don't know how realistic that is. If you've got a wood burning tool already laying around, you should probably be using that one.
Trip says the Mandala lobbyist would storm in and shut you down. That's right. They'll be like, hey, John, thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Oh, Jason, sorry, I read that wrong. Jason Foster, thank you.
I gotta let my hand rest for a sec here. Let's take a little hand break. Whew.
You could do a hand jive.
I don't know. I want to show you a comparison of my fingers. This is my wood burning finger, and this is my other finger.
Wow.
See how red this one is?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh.
Feel free to tip away. We can buy her lotion. Buy her cooling lotion for her finger. I'm surprised Iron J-Rod is not here. Iron J-Rod, I'm calling you with my mind. Let's see if he appears. He's always at everything. He must be fixing a car.
Thanks to Larina on Facebook. Larina says, great work is always Hun X. Well, thank you, Larina. I appreciate your support. As always.
Thanks for joining us, Larina. Much appreciated. Are you talking about Cool Cat has a busy life? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. Did you guys see yesterday when Cool Cat ambushed the stream? Jumped on my shoulders in the middle of a live stream. He doesn't care. Alright, I'm going to shift gears and play some DJ quads for you guys. I know you like them. Okay. Iron J-Rod, I know. I feel like he'll come. Oh, you mean Iron J-Rod has a busy life. Hi, Small Mold. Thanks for coming over to watch our art stream. We don't usually art stream. We do it maybe like once a week. But we're doing a live woodburn right now where Kate is woodburning a heart-themed mandala today. Feel free to jump on over and ask any questions you want. You did see Cool Cat. I know. Vicky, do your cats ride all over you? Like, I've never had a cat really... Well, I've had a lap cat. I've had a lap cat where he always wanted to sit in my lap, but he never climbed me. Like, he never rode around on my shoulders and head. Although I did have a cat that always wanted to stand on my face when I was sleeping. He was trying to smother me. Every 2 or 3 in the morning, he'd want to.
Yeah.
He'd step over my face and wake me up, and then he would perch it like a hat on the top of my head and push himself against the wall of my head.
I love cats. They're awesome.
And, I mean, it was warm. He purred on my head. It was kind of cute, but it would always wake me up because he wouldn't do that crap till like 2 in the morning. Oh, I thought you had a cat, Vicky. I didn't realize. What kind of dog do you have, Vic? I forgot. My mind's fasting scrambles my brain. I can't remember what's going on. Aw, you're a side sleeper, and your cat always sleeps on my hips. Yeah, kind of cool cat does that too. If I'm sleeping on the couch on my side, he'll actually ride up on my hip and just camp himself out.
That's true.
It's very cute, but I always have to pee. And I feel really bad. And if you guys ever like injured your bladder because you didn't want to disturb your pet?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh God, I gotta really pee. Your cat's so cute right now. I can't with the dog. I've probably done internal damage to myself because of those damn animals. Vicky says, my cat used to sleep on the small of my back or on my book I was reading.
Oh, wow. On the book. Wow. How do you turn the pages?
Right. All right, thanks. I appreciate the comments, Lava. Yeah, if you're doing your own project, don't worry about it. I don't expect you to type a lot. But we're getting through it. I do like the heart. Hearts are kind of fun. I like these. Ah, knitting. All right. Well, make sure you hit that purl good. I finally learned what purl was. With knitting. I've been watching knitting.
Oh, what is it?
It's the opposite direction. When you normally do a loop, you go the opposite way, and it's called a purl.
Oh.
Which I don't know. Where's TLK knitting when you need
it? My great-grandparents crocheted when I was a kid. They were still around until I was about like 14 or 15. And what was funny was my grandma was blind, and my grandfather, what was it? There was something wrong with each of them, and they complemented each other. So my great-grandfather would be like, purl, whatever the other stuff they do is.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called.
She would do it, and he would read it to her. It was hilarious. But it totally worked. They would do it together.
Yeah, I find knitting really, actually, now that I'm watching it online, it's super complicated. It's fascinating to watch. And it's kind of like what you do with wood burning, although they can go back and take it out if they drop a stitch.
Well, what's cool about it is they can almost do it without looking at it when they get good enough.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty cool. I did some knitting when I was a kid. I wouldn't mind trying to learn how to do it again. It was pretty fun.
So there's 2 jokes in chat right now. The first joke is, why did the mushroom go to the party? Because he was a fun guy.
Oh.
And the other mushroom joke is, why did the mushroom leave the party? Because there wasn't much room.
Oh boy.
Stitch 1, purl 2. Yeah, that's what it is. Knit.
Oh,
two,
yep. Stitch
knit
1, purl 2.
2.
Yep, that's what it was. I would just sit there, watch TV, and watch them do their thing for hours. They were the ones who were married at age 14, I believe. It's going way back when that was legal. Yeah,
it's totally cultural. Like, you know, they put all these rules in now that, like, you go to jail and you're a statutory rapist if you have sex before you're 16.
Well,
which means, like, all my great-grandparents were all rapists. You know, like everybody that got married at like 15 and 14.
They were she was
much.
banging out kids at 14. I
Yeah,
mean,
like everyone, and that was it was
yeah.
probably even younger, earlier. You know, so basically all your
Oh, yeah.
ancestors are statutory rapists.
Pretty
How
much.
about
Yeah.
Thank you,
pretty
government.
much all of them.
Thanks for ruining that for me. Georgiana Janet, thank you for joining us from the UK. I appreciate you coming on in. I don't think I've ever seen you at the stream before, but we are doing a live wood burning. Kate is burning Mandala right now. I have a variety channel where we do talk shows and uplifting stories. And once a week I do an art stream. So feel free to follow me and click the little heart. And enjoy yourself and feel free to ask any questions you want. Well, we do love our fans from the UK. Shaky Katie is one of our favorite. She's got the best accent ever. By the way, if you could drop Vicky a shout out to Shaky Katie's page, I'd appreciate that. She's from Yorkshire. Yorkshire.
How do they actually say it?
I don't know. I think they blur it all together. It's like Yorkshire.
Right. Okay.
It's like when you ask someone where if they're from New Orleans, they say I'm from Nolans.
Oh.
Or my grandpa, his ship was called the USS Louisville, which if you look, it's spelled Louisville, and everybody calls it Louisville or Louisville.
Louisville.
And you even drop the E off. It's just Louisville.
Louisville.
Get it right.
Wow.
Oh, you've come in before. Okay, I appreciate that. I don't think you've ever really talked to us, so I appreciate you jumping in. And Shaky Katie, thanks for letting me joke about Yorkshire. The link still doesn't work, so maybe Lupo TV is the wrong link. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Link for what?
Oh, I'm not sure what Vicky's talking about.
Oh, to contact the whoever you were trying to contact.
I don't know, Vicky, you might want to clear me up on that. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Shaky Katie is also from Yorkshire, and Georgiana Janet is also. Wait, I have two people from the UK from the same town watching this randomly? What is going on in this planet? That's awesome.
This thing is burning me. I gotta lay off for a while.
Dr. Lupo's huge in the UK. I think I have like 4 people from the UK.
He's huge.
I'm huge.
You're huge.
I'm giant. Actually, Kate and I worked on this website, and we were big in some weird country. What was Romania?
I can't remember. It was like
Were we giant in Romania?
We were big in Yugoslavia.
Yugoslavia.
It was like something like that. Or
My health
Paraguay
website.
or like
No idea.
It was just one of the most random things to be popular in that particular country.
Yeah, it was really weird that that our website was picked up by the oddest country, like a country I didn't even know where it was. I don't think.
No, we didn't.
We had to, like,
And
look
I
it
can't
up.
remember what country it was, but I made a meme about it. Remember?
Terrible. So that's pretty
I've got
funny.
it somewhere.
Surprisingly, if I look at the breakdown, I have about 40 to 50% from the U.S., about 25 to 30 from Canada, and the rest are England and Australia. So, and I have one person from New Zealand that swings through once in a while.
I'm gonna check on the cat real quick while I take a little break here.
Okay, so she's going on break for a minute. I will talk to you and keep you entertained while she does that. So we'll talk about what you missed on the show this week. We'll talk about pets. My sound should come back now. My sound's set up differently on the main show. I'm gonna have to fix that. All right, it's done. What happened is when I switch views, it changes over to a different microphone. It changed over to Kate's microphone. I gotta figure out how to solve that. I'm not sure. Yeah, when I come back here though. I was trying to show you my braid that I was saying that I didn't realize you can't sleep in a braid, like it falls all the way out. I thought it'd be tight enough to hold.
So Ed on Facebook says, can we get a close-up of the cat clocks, please? Can you do a close-up?
Cat clock?
I don't know how you do that.
I can expand my screen for a second. My sound's gonna go a little quiet, so hang in there. Okay, there you go. I'm back. Did you get an eyeful of that? And here's a link if you like those cat clocks. I get so many questions about them that we just made links, so you can go to them on Amazon right there in the chat. Oh, if you're on Facebook, I don't know if you can, but on Twitch you can. Yeah, I'm really obsessed with the. Both clocks are great. I can't figure out which one I like more, but the tail motion on that other cat is just disturbingly real.
Yeah, pretty good.
It's fantastic. And I imagine over the years I'll probably have like 5. Any cat that's like a black cat that does something, I will put that clock up. So if you find any more that you think I should have, let me know. I'll start collecting a whole wall of crazy cat clocks. Miss Waffles, where you been? Wake up. Thanks for coming by. We are talking about my new cat clock edition with its tail that is hypnotic. I'm going to zoom in on it one more time so you guys can see it. That's all you get for that. Right. So much cat clock. We have more cat clock on this channel than anyone else. We give you so much cat clock for your money. Are you okay over there?
I am great.
Your
This
hands
is pretty
okay?
intensive work. That's all. I haven't done this in a couple weeks. My tool is broken.
Vicky says that's the wall where you should put all your new followers' names. Yeah, my wall is like so small. Vicky, I'm in like a 6-foot box. I think coffins have more room than my room. I think if I had followers, it would fill that wall up pretty fast. I could actually put the followers maybe on my my disco walls. I'll have to figure out how to do that because I saw Mxiety, I still can't figure out how to say her name right. Mxiety. She puts up doilies every time someone subscribes, and I was like, damn, that's a great idea. So my name has a little doily in a picture. It was really cool. I gotta figure it out. Yeah, the subs. That's what I'm with you. The people that actually drop money on the show, give them a little shout out in the background. It'd be neat. Maybe I could make a digital one or something. Drop it in there. The problem is my room's just not set up well for streaming. I don't have any room to do much in here. I'd have to cover all my pictures up, and no one would be able to read them anyway. They'd be too far out, I think. Maybe I could put them in the open space on the walls. I need little black cat faces, like little cutouts. Put little cats up for everybody. For my subs. Yeah, people do love it. I know when I subscribe to people and they write my name and stick it up, I'm all excited. So I will take that into advisement. Miss Waffles, thanks for joining us. Yeah, she's working on the heart one that blew up on Valentine's Day. Her tool broke, and so she's trying to finish that one up. So this is it is not a Valentine's Day one theme now. It is just a love theme.
Just love.
Black cats with white names so you can see them. Ah, Shaky Katie, thanks for hanging so much, and I appreciate all the British knowledge you dropped on us. And good luck with your stream. I'll swing by when I can. So that's all that is going on there. If you guys have any comments or questions, wood burning questions or anything like that, feel free. I need to give a lesson on how to speak. Wait, I'm getting some sort of... Now I'm getting a Google call from Abel.
I don't know.
Oh, he says your FB live stream is not working.
The what?
Your Facebook stream went down. Is that true?
No, it's still going.
I think maybe it's just for him.
I mean, I'm watching it right now, so... And other people are watching. I think it's fine.
Abel... Oh, I guess he can't see it. Hold on, your feed. Breaking up.
Tell him just to refresh the page.
All right, I'll let him know. Sorry about that, Abel. If you're listening, I don't know if you can hear this or not, but I really appreciate. That's why you were calling. That makes more sense. He's trying to tell you your feed was broken.
Oh, we could have just texted right on the
Is your
feed.
Is your feed breaking up?
Shallon says, "Who is that long-haired hippie guy?" Shallon, hello.
Oh my gosh, it's been forever since I've seen her. Hey, how are you?
A year. Almost a year. Thanks for watching, Shallon.
For you guys, Shallon is my massage therapist, and she's awesome. I love her. I haven't been to her in like a year though, and she has the coolest bird that sits on her while she massages. This little cute Gaia. This cute little bird. I love her. So I don't know if you're going this year, Shallon, to Porkfest, but I hope to see you there. If you are, I'm still gonna go. I'm not working it this year. I'm just chilling out and enjoying it. I mean, I'll have my I might work, do something, but mainly I'm just chilling. So I hope you're going this year. I could use a massage if you want to hang out. I know. Georgiana, you gotta love that you met someone else from Yorkshire there. You got a Yorkshire shout out. I mean, come on now. How does that happen? But everything, just to double check, Kate, everything looks good on your Facebook stream?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's all current. It's fine.
I just want to make sure. And thanks for the subscribe, G Mama. Let me check over at DLive, make sure you guys are still live over there. Thanks for watching over at DLive, Kate Brooks, and I'm Johnny Mills. Over at YouNow, I appreciate you guys checking us out and watching. I hope the sound's working over at YouNow. I can never tell. It is always hit and miss. So feel free to say hello
The cat is covered in sand, mud, and water. We're getting having a really warm day today, apparently. The snow is now mud. He was covered in it. Aren't you, bud?
Yeah, he's probably dirty as crap. But we're just about to enter the a little bit of the spring thaw, and so everything's turned to mud outside. And I'm sure the cat will track it in. Vicky's is still freezing. When do you guys, in Canada, Vicky, when do you guys start thawing out? You're probably like a month or two behind me, I think. Like, can you start seeing grass in March and April? Talking about oh, it's 70 degrees and you're loving it. I forgot you're in Delaware.
I think it's around 60 here, but we're going back to 30 tomorrow.
This is the hottest day it's been all winter.
Yeah,
right now,
definitely.
Well, I'm glad you like the tunes. I switched it up, Miss Waffles. We had a bunch of world music earlier, like Indian and Asian music, and I decided to jam the DJ quads for a while. I have to mix up the music because these streams can go long. So,
what hour were we on? It's been 2 hours.
We are on hour 2.
Almost on hour 2. Okay, well I've almost got the outline done. The hearts are pretty tricky because they're basically all curved lines. There's nothing straight about them. So, and curved lines are the most difficult.
Yeah, this is a good one, Vicky. I like this mandala. It's turning good. I don't know how you can sit still so long. Must have a bucket under the seat. I don't know if you're talking to Kate or me, but yeah, it actually hurts my butt after a while. I actually have a pillow designed for like pregnant ladies. They have the donuts on the chair, so I can sit for hours at a time without it hurting my butt. I learned that trick in a chiropractic class. We would go and have to sit like 8 hours a day in school. It's just brutal on your back for a profession that's supposed to teach you about ergonomics. The hypocrisy was not lost on me.
It's like all the dental conventions I went to. Basically, they would just give out free candy. I got so much free candy that I actually took pictures of it and posted it on social media just to show how counterintuitive it was. It was like bags and bags and bags and bags and bags of candy that I got at these dental conventions. I just couldn't believe it. And they weren't like xylitol candy, they were like straight up sugar candy. I always kind of questioned why they do that.
Yeah, it's the irony. And what's funny in chiropractic school, since we were all about ergonomics, after like the second or third year, people were coming in with like entire setups for the chairs. They were like pillows here and pillows there and knee supports. Like we would like basically make recliners out of these horrible wooden chairs. And nobody really made fun of it because we were all in school. Oh, you just found my YouTube videos yesterday on alternative stuff. Do you run them through Twitch thing too? So much of your stuff on the Mandela effect rang true with me. Nice to hear someone is saying those things. Saying these things I say, and what I am sure most folks feel should be sectioned off here. I'm just getting used to Twitch. A lot of my stuff's not over here. I've got about over 600 stories at YouTube over the last 9 years. You can find all kinds of stuff. The Mandela stuff was just kind of a few months where I hit it really hard. I did a lot of stories about it. I haven't done one in probably 6 months here just because we burned out on it. I got tired of talking about it. But I am glad that you can feel free to ask questions about it and talk about it. And we have a community over at Discord that loves to talk about it. If you want to come on over there and chat with us, you're not alone. You don't have to be alone. Come on over. I just don't focus my show around it so much because it like became my channel for a while, and it just got overwhelming. So I'm not afraid to talk about it. I just talked about it to death. I'm burned out on it.
All right, I finished the outline.
Oh, let me see.
So you know.
Very nice. So now you erase all the stray lines?
Yeah, I put pencil down so I can see the design when I'm wood burning, but I use them more as a guide than as an exact representation of what I'm doing most of the time, or a lot of the time. So if I see something I want to change as I'm wood burning, I'll just change it on the fly and then go back and have to erase some of the pencil marks that I didn't go over after that.
Yeah, Georgiana, that's pretty much what it is. Like, a lot of us came in on ME and then stuck around, and we just support each other through. everything I do, I try to stay positive and uplift. Like you'll never come on and have me sitting here talking about politicians and Trump and how, you know, the government sucks and you have no power. Like that stuff, there's a million of those channels out there. You feel free to spend all the time. But to me, I'd rather control stuff in our life that we can actually control and spin positive. So, and just like this, you'd be like, well, why are you doing art? Because it takes your stress level down and it's nice and it's geometric art that a lot of people actually meditate to. I mean, this is sacred geometry, a lot of this stuff.
At the very least, it's fractal, which, if you know much about the universe and us at all, we're all part of a fractal universe, so this ties in with everything else.
Whoa. That sounds like a damn cat running across the roof.
Yeah, it's a squirrel on the roof.
That's the loudest squirrel. I mean, how much does that
yeah,
squirrel weigh?
the cat woke up. The
So
cat's
we have
now standing up,
a
looking
pretty
straight
thin
up.
roof, and the squirrels run over it, and it sounds like a damn dog running on top. It's
Yeah,
so loud.
it's loud.
You might have even heard it on the video there. Well, Georgiana, I hope you'll follow me here, and then if you really want, follow that link over to the Discord. If you don't know what Discord is, it's kind of like a group chat. We get on video and hang out and talk. Sometimes after the shows, or all day long, we'll just post links in there and talk about stuff. But it's a bunch of friendly people, and I keep the trolls out. It's a safe place to come talk about whatever you want and not feel like you're a crazy person.
Gotta figure out what I'm doing now. Whew.
I don't know what you guys are talking about Alexa for, but I'm lost. I don't know what's going on with that. I know we used to have someone in here named Alexa that used to come in, and every time I said it, the Alexa thing would come on. It's kind of weird. It's kind of like, remember the clapper, right? Clap
The
on.
clapper.
Clap, the clapper. And then when the commercial would come on TV and you had the clapper, it would shut everything off. So that's kind of what the new Alexa is. If you have someone named Alexa in your house, and it's got to be very confusing. Oh, Vicky's saying you don't need any more listening devices. You know, if you
Fair
have
enough.
a cell phone, you're already getting listened to more than Alexa. In fact, it's an electronic leash that shows you. So if you're going to stand on that platform, you got to get rid
Yeah.
of your cell phone. You got to get
Fair
rid of your
enough.
computer that shows your location. You got to get rid of anything with a webcam. You got to get rid of your tablets. You got to get rid of Alexa's no different than anything else they can spy on you with. So, I mean, you know, a cell phone is the absolute.
And people's
Worst
TVs,
spy
game
equipment around.
systems, everything spies on you.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, screw it. We might as well get an Alexa unless we're going to
And
throw out
I
all
gotta
these
say,
phones.
it's one of the handiest devices ever. I can lay in bed and turn the heat on. So I get up when it's all preheated out there. Oh, it's great. I love it.
Yeah.
You can ask what the weather's gonna be. I set my alarm from bed. It's great. Mostly.
The TV, they've omitted it. You mean the TV listens to you, the smart TVs? Yeah, they've
Smart
said that.
TVs and like PlayStations, Xboxes, all that stuff listens to us. So
Yeah, basically you have to completely get rid of anything in the last 10 years out of your house to not be spied on electronically. Now you can do some things like Kate always keeps a piece of paper or tape or a sticker over the
I always put a
webcams.
sticker over the webcams and stuff like
Yeah, I
that.
mean
but,
you can not help
you know,
them,
they can still hear you.
but they can record all your conversations. So yeah, that's why I kind of just gave up on the Alexa. I was like, it's just one more device. you know, between, especially if you have a house full of, you know, you got everybody has a phone in the house. Well, then you pretty much have 4 or 5 listening devices on at all time that track where you're going, by the way, what you do and who you talk to. So you got to get rid of your camera before you start complaining about Alexa and get rid of your phone. Waffle says she covers her webcam too. Yeah, I don't trust it. I try to remember, but I just use my webcam like 3 or 4 times a day, so it's kind of a pain in the ass to cover it. I need to do it. You've always wanted a clapper. I actually had a clapper.
I had the original clapper.
I did
it
too.
was really hard.
I lost it when I moved, and I was really bummed. And then I got another one that was the clapper came out with like Clapper 2.0, where you could clap different rhythms, and it would turn off different switches. So if you had like a lamp on one plug and you had, you know, a heater on another, you would clap twice for the lamp or 3 times for the heater.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it got technical before.
I didn't know that. I know when I got mine, it was like 1990, I believe, and they barely worked. I mean, I would have to clap my hands off to get that thing to work. I know they improved them over the years, but when it first started out, it was not that good. It did not work well. But it was still cool. That was actually so high tech at the time, wasn't it? It's like, whoa! I can clap and turn off my light. Wow.
Oh yeah, it seemed like science
it was
fiction.
actually mind blowing that you could do that. It's just funny now.
Remember the remote box that was on a wire?
The what?
The remote box. I'm not sure where. Are you talking like it?
Oh! Yeah, our what the heck are they called? VHS player?
Oh yeah, my grandpa had a wired one.
We
right?
had it wasn't a remote really that we had. You could press a button on this long corded thing with 2 buttons on the end. It's like a 30-foot cord. It plugged into the what are they called? VCR?
Yeah.
And you could press record or stop. So you could record onto the VHS from across your living room, connected, you know, by a wire to the VCR. It was ridiculous, but it was awesome.
Yeah, when I went to college, we still had a VCR with a cord. That and we'd always lose the damn. Someone would unplug it or trip over it.
I think we did have a remote as well. It was a cord. It was not. I mean, it was remote, I guess, but you're still connected by a cord to the damn thing.
Yeah, and I'll tell a story here that my grandfather was like super brilliant. My Italian grandfather, and he had like an engineering background, and he opened his old 1970s like Zenith TV. And ran a wire across the room and figured out he had a button.
Wow.
And he was so proud that he had like basically invented the first remote control.
Wow.
And all it could do was mute commercials. He would turn the sound off and then he'd turn it back on, and
yeah.
he was so proud, you know, of making this thing that
yeah.
turned stuff off.
Yeah, that's funny. How different it is after just, you know, a couple decades. It's a completely different world now.
Oh yeah.
Completely different.
You know, it's
Some
weird
ways
because
better, some ways like not, but definitely different.
Well, we're becoming the old people. Like, you know, when old people
I
used to be
know.
like, I remember back in my day.
No, I'm actually saying back in my day.
Yeah, back in. I mean,
I actually mean it too.
And now I'm actually understanding these old people. It's like disturbing how much stuff's changed in their lifetime.
Yeah, it really is disturbing in some ways how much it's changed. It's a different world now than when we grew up.
Miss Waffles was saying I was the remote dishwasher and so on. I'm not sure if that's a joke or if you mean like you had a dishwasher that was on a remote.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
But at the end of the day, the phone still...
It means she didn't do the dishes? I don't know.
Oh. That's like that Foxworthy joke where he's like, oh, you mean the dishwasher's broken? He's like, what do you mean, your wife fell down? He's like, oh, you sexist bastard. Georgiana says, but at the end of the day, the phone still talks to the towers even if it's switched off. Only way to stop it is to remove the battery, which obviously you can't do on modern phones. Yeah, you just basically have to run them out of power. Do you remember watching scrambled channels? Oh my god.
What is that?
So, alright, when we first got cable boxes, we couldn't afford like HBO and stuff.
No.
And at
we never
late
had that.
night, there would be dirty movies that came on Cinemax, the rated R. They were like seriously soft, very soft porn.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it was like a woman's boobies or something. And as horny little kids, we'd stay up late and see if we could watch it. And every 20 seconds, it would unscramble for a second. You'd get like a glimpse of naked lady. And you'd watch the scrambled channels to try to get a glimpse of what was going on.
Well,
and,
I never did that, but
well, you know,
that's funny.
The horny boys. We will stay up all night to see a blurry boob. That was back in the day. Now you can just go on the internet and God knows.
Oh, yeah.
But back then you had to work to see a boobie. Half-block, mechanical tuner with a remote, 3 channels, and had to roll through all the empty channels. I remember the dials that would actually click when you... Channel 5.
Yeah.
Because, you know, 4 of the channels right next to each other. You had channel 4, 5, 7, and 9.
Yep.
And then there was the oddball that was like 22 and 32, and you'd have to go all the way around the dial to get to the UHF channels. Oh, man. And, you know, and if the president came on, you were screwed. Like, all those channels were...
Oh, yeah, they were all...
Or baseball.
Yep. They would just end your show.
Oh, it was over.
And I don't know how you ever saw that show again. Unless it reran eventually.
Which show? Oh, you mean if you missed one? Yeah. You'd catch the rerun like a season later.
Right.
And man, if you missed the A-Team and everybody was talking about that A-Team, you were screwed in school. You just felt like, my mom wanted to watch Flipper instead. I couldn't watch
Flipper! Oh my god.
Flipper!
I loved Flipper.
Did you love Flipper? I bet you did. You seem like...
I don't know if I loved the show, but I loved the dolphin.
You just love the concept of a dolphin that can save
dolphin.
people.
Any dolphin would do.
Yeah. You call that music? Well, back in my day, the songs had meaningful lyrics. So I said, right, Dad. Like, poop poop, da-dee-dum, wada chew. Then the light went out.
What?
He's talking about that he's talking with his dad, and his dad was like, oh, back in my day, our songs had meaningful lyrics. And he's like, you mean like doo-wop, Dad? Doo-wop, doo-wop, chop,
doo-wop,
doo, scat. Yeah, Dad. Sure.
Well, remember when we were listening to those old songs, a lot of them were pretty racy. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. It was
like 40s, 50s.
Yeah, I was...
type stuff, 30s, even 20s. And it was
all
about banging.
Yeah, and they're all about banging girls that are 16. Like, most of those songs that are all sung about sweet 16 girls and having sex with them as soon as they turn 16.
Yeah,
apparently there's something
the
magical that happens to a vagina at 16.
About that, yeah.
Yeah, so,
yeah.
It's crazy. Like, all these songs are about it. If we listen to, like, 50s music, and, oh, man, what is that one song I always hear? I don't know.
It wasn't as blatant, you know, but if you listen to the lyrics, they're talking about banging like almost every song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not as crude, but they're
not as crude, no.
But the
but it's there. The message is there.
yeah. Apparently, it was a lot more acceptable. Now, those songs would all be statutory rape, but here, back then, fair game, no problem. They called the music swooner music. Yeah, the swooners.
Some of it was called that.
I'm trying to think of the damn. I hear this song every time I get in the car. You know how that one station plays like the same 10 songs over and over.
Oh, the oldie station.
Yeah, the oldie station.
Yeah, it really only does play 10 songs.
I think they get 10 new songs a month and they rotate
station.
them and play the crap out of them every month. It changes.
You tired?
A little bit. I guess the fast is catching up. I go, like, I'll be tired.
Yeah.
I'll take a nap this afternoon, and now I'll be like staring at myself at 3 in the morning. It's
Yeah.
just like it's really random. I might just come out and game
Right.
tonight. I don't know. I do appreciate you guys swinging by the gaming, though. I've seen a lot of you guys pop in there and have fun and watch a game or two. So appreciate that. And Miss Waffles, thanks for playing so much. I appreciate you gaming with me. And I appreciate Miss Dooney wherever she is. I don't think she's on, but now that I mentioned her, I bet she shows up. And bingo has started. So if you guys are on Twitch and you want to play bingo, just start guessing random emojis, and if you get the one right out of 192 Twitch global emotes, you win. Anything going on Facebook you need to
Oh,
make sure
I don't
that thing's
know.
still
I'm
running?
just really hot right now. Whew. No, nothing new.
It is up and running though, right?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I love the sloth emote. That's like one of the best ones. I love it.
Not the what?
The sloth emote. There's a sloth emoji, and he's really cute.
Oh. I love sauce.
Vicky is dropping the link to Prime. If you've ever wanted to do Amazon Prime, you can sign up for Prime, and that links you to Twitch Prime, which you could sponsor me for free then. So I think she just dropped the link for that. Oh, and Vicky dropped the raccoon moat, which is really cute too. We haven't seen the raccoons all winter. They haven't come back.
No. I don't know.
I don't know what they do in the winter.
What do they do in the winter? Are they around?
They
I
need food.
haven't seen them.
They gotta bulk up for the heart of winter. But do they? I don't think they hibernate, do they? The raccoons go underground?
I don't think so.
Because remember we watched that show on chipmunks, and chipmunks totally like go underground all winter.
Yeah, but I don't know about raccoons. But you would think if they're around, they'd be raiding our birdseed every night, like they did before. When they were around, they did. I don't know.
Oh. Let me check the YouTube for a sec. I do put an announcement over at YouTube, so you guys know when I'm on. 56 people. There you go. So at least some people know we're live over on YouTube. That's kind of the way we worked, because I moved off YouTube and just steer everything here. Twitch is a lot more fun anyway. Just go make an account already. Stop being stubborn. Gosh, I do what I want. God. I do what I want. Which I think I actually have that.
Do what I
sound bite
want.
somewhere.
God.
Do I have that? Hold on, I might drop it for a sec. No, I don't guess I don't have that soundbite. I thought I did. look at the. No, it's bugging me. I don't know what my sound effects are. Damn it. I really wanted to play that clip, but now I can't find it. What it's called. I'm trying to find it. If you guys don't know, sometimes I have sound bites I can drop, but apparently I can't find any of them. I had one on Napoleon Dynamite going, oh, I should do whatever I want. I did find the one about where he talks about how you need skills to have a girl. That one was one of my favorites because I might
It's
pause
still
the
a
music
good
for a
movie.
sec.
It's still funny.
Oh yeah.
I love
Nobody's
it.
gonna go out with me.
So weird though.
Have you asked anybody yet?
No, but who would? I don't even have any good skills.
What do you mean?
You know, like nunchuck skills, bow hunting skills, computer hacking skills. Girls only want boyfriends who have great skills.
Still funny to me. Still funny. Geez, I missed a lot of banter here. Oh, any more Beaver Mafia? No, the Beavers have not shown up yet, but they will soon. And they will drop
Beaver
a
Mafia.
Yeah, they will drop that thing on your house if you don't pay them. Drop a tree right on your house. You need to do more stories like that. Miss Wobbles,
Yeah,
you've been saying
I
I need to
agree.
do more comedy. I
I've
guess
been
I can.
trying to tell him that for 5 years.
All right, I got a
Yeah.
couple backstories of comedy. I'll do one this week. It always confuses the crap out of people when I post it because they think it's real news.
That's the best kind.
Yeah, it's like onion-based news. I'll do one this week. Matt, thanks for showing up. I really appreciate you coming on by. Appreciate it. We are jamming on watching Kate Woodburn here and having some laughs. So, someone should outline a mandala of my face. It's a very intriguing piece of work. All right, you can somehow make that
What?
into it. He wants a mandala of his face. which
Of
I
his
don't really
face.
know
Huh.
how that would work, but sure.
I don't know, man. Okay.
And I can't believe Vicky is quoting me. I have quotes now, apparently. Music's like a magic skill. Yes, it is. I did say that. Oh, all right. Jeremy's here. Thanks, man. I hope you enjoyed the piece Kate sent you. I hope that worked out good. Thanks for coming and checking out her doing another one. Oh. Yeah, she does have skills. She has bow hunting skills, and she has computer hacking skills and
Bow
nunchuck
hunting.
skills. Because that's what girls like. Oh, I got no skills. Still fun.
That's funny.
I've got so many windows open, I can't keep it up.
Everything you said we already knew, more or less.
Well, here's something that you didn't know. 2 of those special atomic bombs haven't gone off.
Oh man, thanks so much. I really appreciate the kind words.
What are the kind words?
Says you guys are awesome. From Mandala to Mandala. I wonder. Oh, from Mandela to Mandala. I wonder if the Mandela effect is something we should feel threatened by. No, I mean I don't think,
I don't
it's a bad
think you
thing.
should feel threatened by much of anything.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Don't ever let negative stuff drag you
Yeah.
down, because then it becomes
that's
negative.
a waste of time.
Yeah, feel free to chat about anything you guys want in the chat. Hey, thanks, Nicodora. Thanks for following. I appreciate that. If you're new to the channel, we are doing an art stream today, but I have a variety channel where we stream all kinds of positive stories and talk shows. But on Wednesdays, we do art piece, and Kate is hand burning a wooden mandala. Feel free to ask any questions you want. Yeah, Matt, it's a good vibe here. We try to really protect the community here and keep it troll free, and you can ask whatever you want, and it's our high vibe tribe, man. You can hang out and be part of it.
What I and my associates did was take the brain circuits from your dead body. We stored them in electrochemical batteries until we had a chance to rebuild the cities and begin our quest.
Do you think I believe it? A fantastic tale like that?
I imagine you find it incredible.
Yeah, this piece is coming out good. I like it.
There are a lot of hearts.
It's very hardy. I dig that though. It's fun. I like to see you break out of your normal flower routine. Hoplock, I do like the Jesus with the fire around. That's a pretty good one. I appreciate that. That's a good emoji. So guys, I got a game called Saving Jesus that we got to play, which is it should be kind of fun. It's not offensive if you're Christian. It really isn't. It's just a game where it's kind of like a physics game where Jesus is in one corner and you have to keep Romans from getting to him. And you like drop stones and rocks. It's very much. It seems like a game developed for phones or something. But it's pretty funny too. I need a sound bite for the comedic cymbal sound. Yeah, I do need one of those. Recently, I've been craving orange Tic Tacs. You know, Tic Tacs are a bitch because they are good. But the problem is they go so fast. They're like, oh, it's only 10 calories each, and then you eat like a handful of them.
10 calories of pure sugar.
But I remember when they used to be like 25 cents, and now they're like, it's like a major investment to get Tic Tacs. It's like $2 for a little Tic Tac. Yeah, you don't eat my Tic Tac. That's like 5 cents every one of those.
Some of the worst dental cases I ever saw were people who ate mints all day long.
What, the Altoid things?
Yeah, they're pure sugar and pure acid, so the mix was pretty bad. So my recommendation is just drink some water after.
Tic Tacs will probably be on the 5G network soon, so they will order themselves when you have to run when you run out. Yes, Tic Tacs will take over the world. Altoids E are pure heartburn, Steph says. Yeah, for some reason Altoids came out in college for us, and we used them because, you know, we drink beer and then we try to hide the fact that we were drunk in class or whatever. And we'd eat these things, but I think you're right. I think it wrecked my teeth when I was eating that way.
Those also have gelatin, which you wouldn't really think would be in a mint.
What the hell do they need gelatin for in a mint?
I don't know. Pretty sure they have gelatin.
Blue raspberry and super sour stuff is my weakness.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
For you guys who don't know, Kate is also a holistic dental hygienist, so you can ask her questions about teethers. But I'm pretty sure you were telling me, because I was telling Kate, I was like, we could make fruit roll-ups, our own fruit roll-ups, and she's like, that's terrible for your teeth. That like dried fruit is really hard on your
going to
teeth.
dental school ruined me. Cute though.
Lava, I've never even seen that emoji. Where did you find those two? Wow, you guys are finding the craziest emojis. What did we do before emojis, you know? Oh. Yeah, that's cool that you brought your iPhone back to life for 68 bucks. I had an iPhone that was getting so crappy. The battery would die in like 10 minutes, and I finally took it to like Chinatown, and they replaced my battery for like 35 bucks, and it is the best phone now. It was a crappy battery the whole time, and I just went to Chinatown because they do everything with phones. Yeah, those things break screens like constantly. Like I have my iPhone in one of these otter boxes. And I've been lucky. I always protect them with a case, so I've never had a broken screen. But the thing's bulky as hell. So. But I don't carry my phone much either. I hate carrying my phone. You'll find out like if you expect me to ever call you back, it's not going to happen. I check my phone like every 3 or 4 days. My mom will be like, I called. Why didn't you call me back? I was like, Mom, I don't call. Email me. You know, people don't understand. I just hate phones. I don't want to carry the thing.
I don't blame you.
Did the music run out? I think the music's out. Let's jam it again. We'll start back. I gotta get some more. I've been adding stuff, but damn, 2 hours a long stream. Ewok, I checked out your email on Discord and I answered you back. Go ahead and if you want to help me set up an interview, that'd be awesome. It's going to be Saturday at 12, and I'll need a headshot from her so I can do the artwork. Also, I need a current headshot of you. I haven't had a shot from you in a while, so if you want to give me a new one, let me know. Oh, Matt, thanks for all the loving, man. You're very cool about what am I trying trying to say. Very cool for coming over and hanging out in the show. What are you gonna do this summer? You say you can't wait for summer. You talking about Pork Fest? I'm kind of excited about Pork Fest. I mean, I'm starting to gear up a little bit about it. If I can get my zombie ambulance running, I'll actually have a place to stay, which would be huge. Last Pork Fest, me and Kate had to do this crazy drive home every night at 1 in the morning through the mountains in this fog, uphill both ways, with moose and wild animals running around. Crazy, man. I was so tired. I can't do that again. Oh yeah, if you guys haven't followed Drunken Ewok, please follow her channel too. She's got some pretty esoteric stuff over there. And Ewoks are cute. And I bet, Drunken Ewok, have you seen the Ewok adventure shows, the made-for-TV movies when I was a kid? We actually recorded one.
Ewoks Battle for Endor.
Which one? What was it called?
Ewoks Battle for Endor.
Yeah,
I totally remember that.
And one of them was like a lot darker.
There's some
than the
other
other
one too.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of them.
Ewoks Battle for Endor. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we watched the hell out of that.
They were actually not bad.
Actually,
I mean,
that
they
one
were very
had
family.
one of my favorite characters in it. The fast guy, whoever he is. Can't remember his name. The super little fast guy though. He was super cute. I don't know what he was.
Yeah, Disco Steph, I'm going to start talking Pork Fest up soon, and maybe we can get more people, because Burma came up last year, and some other people just randomly wandered in. So, yeah, if you can make it and you want to pick up Rach and Jace, they don't have a car. I think you'd have to hook them up with a ride, but they'd probably come if you did it. I missed the troll. What troll's here? I'm not sure what you're talking about. There's a troll alert. Yeah, I know, Vicky, you guys live out in BC, you and Lava, and that's like the furthest place on the planet. It's probably like a 4 to 5 day drive.
Where?
It's like me driving to California. British Columbia? Isn't that on the other coast, right?
Yeah.
So, like, it would literally be like me driving to California to go over to British Columbia.
Pretty much.
Yeah, because I toyed with the idea of, I've got enough viewers out in Canada, and I kind of want to see it, that I thought it'd be fun to maybe take a week or two and just drive around Canada and stay with everybody. But I'd like to try to make it as far as British Columbia if I could. I just don't know how long of a drive it is, because I think Dana is somewhere in the middle, and Long Hair's somewhere out there. Damn, there's like 3 or 4 other people in Canada. But what happened is, okay, I'll take you back. Around 2006 and 7, there were these guys, the libertarian guys called the Motorhome Diaries, and they would basically go city to city and let the city know they were coming, and the people that watched their YouTube channel would set up like a little get-together, and they would stop at every city, stay a night or two, and then move on to another city. And I thought, man, that'd be really fun to do through Canada, go through and meet up with all the viewers in different cities, but and stay a night or two. But I don't know how realistic that is, because it would probably cost a fortune in gas and hotels. But it'd be fun. Just an idea. You like the easy jazz music in the background. It's
is DJ Quads, which is a guy that allows you to play his stuff copyright free. And he basically just takes old songs that are pretty much allowed to be public domain and then remixes them. Unirock turned me on to it. You'll hear it over at Unirock too, and so you probably recognize some of this. I'm trying to find more, but I like this stuff because I like old music. Pretty much, big band's my favorite kind of music and swing. Okay.
Do people know that you taught swing dancing?
I don't think I mentioned it.
I doubt
much.
it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I used to teach swing dancing to help pay for chiropractic college, but I don't remember it anymore. After 20 years, I've forgotten everything. But I used to teach the swing acrobatics where you like throw women in the air and stuff. I was a lot stronger then. And a lot thinner. I was dancing every night. But Atlanta had a really strong swing club when I was there. They had a whole swing circuit you could go on. You could swing dance 6 nights a week. There were
Wow.
so many clubs.
That's hardcore.
It was really popular. There was a big swing revolution around 2000.
Yep.
And
I
all
remember
these
it.
clubs tried to make money on it, and they started having swing nights. And they would be all over the place, and I would drive to each one and learn what was hot in the clubs, and then go teach it in class, and then vice versa. I would do lessons at the club. It was fun. Made a little money, a little scratch, got in really good shape. Drunken Ewok. Let's see, what are you talking about? Yes, of course, Lupo TV, they were awful in a fantastic sort of way. Oh, you're talking about the Ewok Adventures. Yes. They're very kid-oriented, but the second one is very dark. Like, the first one's all about saving this family, and then the second one, they kill them all off, except for, like, one character.
Maybe it was the second one I watched then. Yeah, Sindel. Whichever one is Sindel.
It's a girl.
Yeah, it's a girl. That's the one I watched a lot. That's the only name I remember, though.
Jeremy, what time of year is Porkfest? What is it? It's the end of June? Right before July.
End of June.
The end of June, which is amazing weather in New Hampshire. It's like the perfect time. If you're somewhere really hot, it's beautiful here. Disco Steph, maybe you guys could run a van or something. Yeah, or that's the way to do it. There's also, if you really want to get organized, I don't know if they still do it, but Porkfest used to set up carpools.
They still do.
You do?
You gotta be on Facebook, though.
You have to be on Facebook, and you get like there's a group where you can say I need a ride, and as long as you pitch in gas money, someone will take a van and like pick people up if they're near you. Vicky says come to Canada someday. You have a bunch of people to visit here. Yeah, I mean I really do want to see Canada, and I actually have family from Canada. It might be neat to go see the town and see what I can find up there. My grandmother's Canadian. From I don't want to say the word because the city's so naughty to say I can't. I don't know if I can say it.
Regina?
Regina, yeah. I'm going to call
I
it
guessed
Regina.
it.
She's from Regina.
I knew it.
How did you know about that? That's a city I was
Because I don't think that's a dirty place,
yeah,
too.
I can't say it. I can't look at
Regina.
y'all and say Regina.
Poor population of Regina, though.
I know. I can't do it. It sounds so wrong.
It does.
Alright, well, if you ladies, if I come up there, you guys will have to set me up. And if I go all the way to British Columbia, I expect like a homecoming. But I also want to see, where's that place with the polar bears? Was that Manitoba? Manitoba, I think. We watched a show about Polar Bear Town, where all the polar bears come.
I thought that was,
I think that was Manitoba.
Was it?
No. It was a town called, crap. Maybe you Canadians watch those show up there called Polar Bear Town, and it's all about this one little town for 2 months a year that the polar bears stop at, and the town swells from like 600 people to 10,000, and people get like all these close encounters with these bears. And I believe it's
the polar bears have this bond with the dogs, dog sled dogs.
The dog sled dogs. Damn, I wish I could remember the name of the. One of y'all can Google it and figure it out. It's called Polar Bear Town. It'll tell you what town it's in and what province. I think it's Manitoba, but it's all the way up north, and you have to take a plane to it. You can't even drive to this place. And they have those the real moody bears up there. They call them bipolar bears.
Really? What?
It's a type of Canadian bear. It's a bipolar
What
bear.
are you talking about?
It's really happy one day and it's sad the next, and it can't figure out why. It's bipolar bears. They're up there. Pretty sure. That's what I heard. Yeah, it is way up north, Lava Girl. It's not a grizzly bear. It really is polar bears. They come in from the Arctic Circle and they stop in this one little town and wait for the snow, the ice to freeze so they can go out and hunt. And they're stuck there for like 2 months in this little town. And the town has gotten so used to having these polar bears that they made a whole tourist season out of it.
And show.
It's called Polar Bear Town, I think. Go look it up.
Something
someone
like
will
that.
Google it. Vicky, I trust your Google skills to find this.
Poor Vicky.
I forgot. She is my go-to for all these things.
No.
She's basically, I've just dumped the producer job on her. I'm like, Vicky, go do this, go do that. She does. I don't know why, but I appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys want to meet me out in the Polar Bear Town, we could all do a get up there. That would be awesome.
That would be fun.
Pull everybody to the Polar Bear City. I just wish I could remember what it's called, though. Hey, the Holistic Cannabis. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you swinging by the channel. We're doing some Woodburned Mandalas today and on Art Stream. Normally I have a talk show, a variety show, but one day a week I do try to do a little art. And Kate comes in and burns some wood burns. So if you have any questions about wood burning or anything you want to ask her, feel free to. Also, feel free to follow the channel. Hit the little heart. Appreciate it if you want to see what else we do over here. So yeah, let's see. Iditarod. I can't remember the dog sled races. They're called Iditarod, I think. Yeah, Miss Waffles.
Iditarod, yeah.
Iditarod, I think that's out
one.
of Alaska. Do they go through Canada? I think it's just Alaska. But I think the Canadians have their own dog sled races. It's probably like the Iditarod, like A. With the E.
Yeah.
Iditarod A. No? Does that joke not work?
Woo.
Didn't think that was it. Polar Bear Town on OLC. I don't know what OLC is, but the show is called Polar Bear Town. I found it on Amazon. That's right, Half Block A. Iditarod. That's what it's called there. I didn't make it up. Those Canadians, they put A in front of everything. Holistic Cannabis says, have you ever used dyes and colors at the end?
Nope. Not yet. Ramping up to that. Very, 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 very slowly. No, I've never tried that. I'm kind of horrified by the thought of doing a piece and then ruining it, but I could test some of that stuff for sure. Also, one of my friends from work mentioned linseed oil, I believe. It was the, I think that's flax oil, if that's the right one. It's flax oil that instead of the polyurethane. I'm thinking of doing some kind of coloring eventually. But at the same time, I really like just the, just the normal wood burning colors. You can actually do a fair amount with it. You can go from black to very, very, very light brown, so. But I have seen the colored wood burn pieces. It's pretty cool sometimes. I think a lot of people use watercolor or watercolor pens on it. I've just never tried it, to be honest. But it's definitely something I want to try at some point.
Vicky, that is the correct channel and show. Can you find out what town it's in and what Providence? I appreciate that. Trudica comment, thanks for coming in on Mixer. I appreciate it. We are doing an art stream today. We also do talk shows throughout the week. And today Kate is doing a Woodburn Mandala for
for fun and pleasure. And we stream the process. We're about 3 hours into it right now. Jeremy says, I think I would prefer a natural look anyway, that you already do.
Yeah, I think I do too. That's why I've never tried the coloring.
If you guys want to see more, Miss Waffles just put the link to Cake's store. You can see the store over at Etsy. And if you bought something, feel free to leave a review. Also, appreciate that. Check out her store over at Etsy, and you can see what works are up. Right now, everything she makes keeps getting bought like instantly, so
I'm now secretly posting stuff so nobody knows it's there.
Okay.
That's my hope, is that something will be able to fill up the store eventually if I don't tell anyone about it.
Yeah.
But I mean,
it's a good problem to have.
It is a good problem.
She's always sold out.
I agree.
So there's just not much in the store.
It's always empty. So deal with it.
You have to purposely market poorly to hide stuff to put it.
I know. It's sad.
It's terrible. Crappy marketing. Could you possibly put on Twitch the live burn video for the piece I bought? It's up there. Jeremy, just go look for it. It's up there.
It was actually in the original listing. If you go to the sold section at the top of the page, you click on sold and you navigate to the one you bought, you can actually still click on the listing and the video's right in there at the top.
And feel free to leave a review. You only have a month to leave a review, and then it doesn't let you anymore. Ah, that's it. Yeah, Churchill, Manitoba. Thank you, Vicky. That is where it's at. I was right. Manitoba.
Yeah, you're right. It is Manitoba, huh?
But it was called Churchill. I couldn't remember the town. So now that you Canadians didn't, like, Lava Girl didn't even know about it. I know more about Canada than you guys. What's going on? And I feel like Dana's up in Quebec, and so is John Wheeler, the guy I interviewed with Ormus. I would love to see him. I bet his setup is so cool. I want to go play in his shop. It'd be neat. You guys need to sponsor me for a Canadian tour. And I just need someone, I think, Long Hair Hello's out in Saskatchewan, which is kind of a middle stop, and I'm trying to think of who else is around there so I could stop like in every province and not go bankrupt staying in hotels. Yeah, John's Canadian. Eh? Trip, are you Canadian? No, you're not Canadian, are you? You don't sound Canadian. Yeah, I'm close to Montreal, I think. I think Quebec is... You'd have to look on New Hampshire. I've never been across the border. I don't know exactly where New Hampshire sits. I think it's next to Quebec.
Yeah, it's right under Quebec.
I feel like it is, but I've only been to Canada once, and that was to go skiing in Quebec when I was in high school. I went to some mountain up there, and we were all impressed that you could buy beer at 18. And they actually took our fake IDs because they were international and they didn't know better. Wait, Trip. Oh, Trip, you grew up in the UP of Michigan? I didn't know that.
I lived in the UP for 2 years.
Yeah, Kate.
Escanaba, shout out.
Kate lived up there, and we stopped at Mystery Spot in the UP. And I've got plans to go to the Grand Hotel one of these days.
It's true.
Where they filmed Somewhere in Time.
Somewhere in Time.
Every time we drive by the hotel, you can see it from the water, and I'm like, there it is! I want to stay! But it's for rich people. Yeah, I'll have to get back up there. Bobby, you'll feed me if I come all that way? I expect a meal. If I'm dropping $1,000 in gas to get up to Canada. Solo Mania, thanks for swinging by on Mixer. I appreciate all the Mixer people swinging through today. And we're doing an art stream right now. Feel free to ask any questions you want, and I normally do a talk show, so I hope you follow me and see what else we do here. Miss Waffles says she loves that movie, loves the hotel, she wants to see it so badly. You want a road trip with us, Waffles? You can come on up. We should do so. That's where we should do our thing. We should do a get together at the Grand, and we could all dress up in 1910 stuff.
That'd be fun.
Victorian era. And we'll talk about what do Victorians talk about?
They talked about other people.
they looked at their stopwatches a lot.
They talked about other people and
Pocket
how much
watches.
more they had than them.
Yes, that's right. Capital idea.
Capital.
Yeah, you Canadians can come on down to that, to the Grand Hotel. It's not that far from the border. You have to go through the UP to get to it, I believe. Wisconsin, maybe.
Wisconsin?
Didn't we go through Wisconsin to get to
We
Duluth?
were in Minnesota.
I thought when we went to Duluth, we were actually in Wisconsin. Did we go through?
Yeah,
where
actually we did.
Where the
Yeah, we went
casino was that
Minnesota,
we stopped?
Wisconsin, and then Michigan. UP of Michigan. Yeah, that's true.
There's a hotel on the island that has a live cam on the roof, and you can control and look around the scenery. So beautiful. Wow, the Grand Hotel
that's
has a
cool.
webcam on it. Kind of takes away from the the 1910 feel, but very cool. I still want to see it. It looks beautiful. Vicky says there's a cool show about a Montana grizzly bear sanctuary that a guy has an 800-pound bear as a pet and then started a sanctuary. Now it's a live TV show.
Wow.
Yeah, tell me what the title is. I'm always looking for new stuff to watch. That sounds pretty fun and nice. I love stuff where there are animals. Miss Waffle says, no cars on the island, horse and buggy and bikes only. Love, love, love that.
Yeah.
Which is funny because in the movie, Christopher Reeve is about to drive by the hotel and he takes his pimp car and goes the other direction in, which I assume
That's
is
true.
not accurate because you can't drive to the Grand. It's on an island. So they must have brought it in to fake everybody out in the movie. Did you know, Miss Waffles, that they actually, for a long time, I don't know if they still do it, but they had a Somewhere in Time weekend at the Grand. So they're all fans of the movie. They come to discuss the movie. It's kind of like a sci-fi
They dress
convention,
up and stuff.
and they dress up and stay in character. Like everybody's in 1910 wear for the weekend. So you should try to go to that one time. I think it'd be really fun.
Well, do you want to explain the premise of the movie so people know what you're talking about? Because you're pretty good at explaining stuff like that.
Okay, for you guys that don't know, Somewhere in Time came out in 1980. I'm like a walking encyclopedia for this.
You
stuff.
are.
And it starred Jane Seymour and Christopher Reeve. So if you remember, Christopher Reeve is kind of like the Superman from the 80s. He was known, well, the 70s, I should say. The 70s, he was known for being Superman, so nobody really took him serious as an actor. And so he wanted to play a role as a romantic lead. And he got the role against Jane Seymour, which was still kind of relatively new. She hadn't been in a lot of stuff. And the movie is a very slow, kind of grandiose picture. Like lots of beautiful music, lots of beautiful slow cuts to scenery, like guys and girls staring at each other for a while. And it's considered one of the most romantic movies ever made. Like it's straight up.
And why
romance.
is that?
Because of the pacing, I would think.
Somewhere in Time.
Oh, well.
That
so,
part.
Yeah, I don't want to give away too much of it, but
Well,
if you guys don't want to see it. But, you know, spoiler, it is 40 years old. So if you get a chance to download it or watch it, it's on Kodi. You can find Somewhere on Time if you want to Kodi it and watch it. So it's about a guy that falls in love with a girl. He lives in 1979 and she lives in 1912, and he finds these pictures of her and then figures out that somehow he was at this event with her back in 1912. So he starts believing time travel's real, and he finds a way to time travel to her, which I'm not going to tell you about. And he tries to pick her up, and he's trying to use his 1970s moves in 1912, and it's not going so well. And it was... Oh, Jane Seymour was a Bond girl in the early 70s. I forgot about that. Yeah, I totally forgot about that trip. Well done. So that's all I'm going to tell you. That's enough of the plot I'm going to give you. Miss Waffles is yelling at me for giving away too much plot. Okay, I will shut up. But they actually shot it at Mackinac Island at this beautiful hotel that's really almost 150 years old at this point.
Hotel.
The Grand. And the hotel is pretty much exactly like it is in the movie, I'm told. They really haven't changed much at all in it in 150 years. So a lot of people go out there because they feel like they're staying in Victorian times when they go to this hotel on this beautiful island. But I hear it's fairly for rich people. I don't know. I don't know if I can afford it. It's probably like $300 a night. So maybe all 10 of us could cram in a room. That's what we used to do when I was in rugby. So we were all these broke college kids, and you know the school never gave us any money. We weren't sponsored. So every hotel and every overnight we had to stay at, we had to split it, and we would get like a room for 2 double beds, and I am not joking. 8 to 10 guys would split this room so we could all stay in there for $5 a night. And everywhere you stepped was bodies on the floor. It was like in the morning because everybody.
That sounds so wrong.
Yeah, I mean we would drink like crazy, after a game, and everybody would be passed out and drunk, and it would be like the day after in Jonestown. I mean, there would just be dead
I think I'm
bodies
done.
You're done?
I don't know. I feel done. Does that qualify?
What do you guys think? Do you think that's a good stopping point? Let me take a better look at it.
Oh, let me stop moving.
I like it. It's clear. It's simple. It's like crisp. I like that you went lighter. Sometimes when you go really dark, it's hard to see the details.
Yeah.
This is nicer.
Is it too
and it
white?
Matches the bark good.
I don't want to go too dark because I want the hearts, these bigger hearts, to still be heart-shaped looking.
I can see that.
I don't know. I'm pretty tired though.
Well, Trip says, please do the other side of the wood now. Tell Kate.
Oh, okay.
Lava says, tell Kate it looks amazing. Vicky says, nice job,
Thank
Kate.
you.
Thumbs up.
All right, I'll do the back.
Solomania just came in from
Thank
Mixer.
you.
Thank you. And Miss Waffle says, so beautiful.
That's. So what I do now is I do the back. And the way to get the back evenly spaced is to do it from the front, because each one of these is evenly spaced. I already know. So I just use those to my advantage and mark their spot on the back, so I can more quickly do the back than I did the front. The back hardly ever gets seen.
Let's take a look. We'll watch her do the back, and then I think she's
So
going to call
you'll
it
see what I
after that.
mean once I turn it back over, but I gotta do it first so you can see it.
Jeremy says that was his experience in his first 3 Dragon Cons.
Alright.
Yeah, Dragon Con is so expensive that I could imagine you cram in. I love Dragon Con. I went 4 times.
So these have been marked now on this side.
So you just eyeballing those marks?
Yeah. I used to measure them, but I'm over it now.
That's the joy of having stuff handmade. Hey,
exactly. If it's not perfect, well, so what?
Solomania, thanks so much for following us on Twitch. I really appreciate that. I know you're watching on other things like Mixer, and that's cool, but Twitch is where we mainly do all the interaction if you want to talk with other people and stuff. But, I support Mixer too. They're cool. We're playing Emoji Bingo right now. If you get the right emoji, you win money. Loopies.
I do measure this part, though.
Lots of loopies. Hi Blizzard, I don't know who you are, but I don't know if I can play anything from YouTube without the ridiculous copyright crap. So I'd have to go see what the song is, and if I'm allowed to play it, because I put these restreams up at YouTube and I can't get it flagged over there because YouTube's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And eventually, when I get big enough on YouTube, Twitch, I don't think I'm gonna put reruns up. It's gonna be Twitch or that's it. But it's probably gonna take me a good year to build an audience here. Well, Blizzard, I mean, I'm open to it if it's copyright free. I just want you to know that that's the only hang-up. I'll play pretty much what you like. But I mainly do a talk show, so I'm not really a music channel or music. We only play music while she's doing stuff like this. Just chill. But please don't be turned away by that. I want you to stick around. So she's doing the back side of this now, and you guys can see that, it's all done by eyeballs and rulers. She finally got herself a ruler.
I found my old ruler,
That's the ruler you were trying to describe that I couldn't understand.
Sparkly purple.
Is it a swing line? It says swing on it.
No, it's shining from Taiwan.
Oh, shining.
I got it when I lived in South Africa, so it's been around for a while. I love it. I've never seen another one like it.
You guys didn't know that Kate lived in South Africa for many years. If you want to talk to her about the spring
only
bells.
5 years, actually.
5 years is a lot of years.
It's not many.
That's many to me.
20 is a lot.
I think it's relative. 5 is like a lifetime.
Can be. Felt like one.
Solo says he loves the little bird on the end that's pecking.
Who?
On your pen. The woodpecker bird or whatever that is on your pencil.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've had this since 4th grade.
That's so cool that it's still alive.
It's the only thing I think I have from then. It's still going.
So cute.
You used to have eyes, but they came off a long time ago.
I'm surprised you haven't tried to eBay and find that thing.
Oh,
seems like something you would get.
It doesn't have a year on it. I know it was 4th grade though, and I'm pretty sure that was 1987. No, 1986. So.
Yeah. We definitely kick it old school vintage here if you haven't figured it out. You should see Kate's office and what it's
Oh
called.
God. It's all just 80s stuff.
Yeah, I think you might have to, next time you're on intermission, you're going to have to show off your sticker collection.
Oh, there's no way to do that.
Well, your holographic ones are right there on the wall. Those are awesome.
True.
Vicky won again? Damn,
Wow.
She wins everything on here.
What the hell, man?
Lava Girl and Waffles. Oh, well, that's
do
'cause
that?
Lava Girls and Waffles didn't only made half the amount of guesses. You gotta pick up your game, ladies, if you want to play.
Yeah. Pick it up.
They only did 76 guesses, and Vicky
Oh my
did
gosh,
like
that's a lot.
Vicky did like 130 or something.
Oh my gosh. No wonder.
Vicky just
doubled
goes
them.
harder. If you guys are around tonight, I don't know, Waffles, if you're in the mood, maybe we'll game later if you want. But I'm going to need a major nap. But I know after I nap, I'm going to be like wired. So if you want a game maybe later, you can, depending on what Kate and I are doing. Are you in the mood to hang out tonight, or are you burnt after this?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, hang out. If by hang out, it means sitting around doing nothing. Yes. This drains me. It's draining.
Oh,
I gotta use all my faculties
doubt.
to make this work.
A lot of concentration.
And it's hot.
It's just wonderful in the
I'm
winter.
sweating my ass off the whole time.
Really? I would love it. It's so cold.
Oh, it's so hot. I just can't get cool.
Well, Kate does have games, but she doesn't like to play these
I
kind
like
of games.
my own, like, introvert games.
She
That's
plays
what I play.
shame games.
Shame phone games.
Do you guys know what shame games are? The games that you're too embarrassed to tell people you're playing, like Candy Crush or...
I love that game still. Soda Crush.
So I call it her shame games, where she and I follow her around when she plays it, like and I go shame. And I make her walk through the house. Just like Game of Thrones. I call her shame. How dare you play Candy Crush? Shame. She does have Steam games, but I can't get her. She stopped playing.
I don't know.
A year and a half
I
ago.
play them sometimes.
Shit. When was the last time? Like a year and a half?
I don't have to answer to that.
Exactly. We do play like the old stuff. Like I have a Famicom here. If you guys want to see
I do
it,
like old stuff.
that I can probably get her when I get my stream set up. I'm still waiting for
we're
this
totally
piece.
gonna do those old games. Yes.
We might have a drink or two and stream
I'll play those.
the Famicom. If you guys never seen a Famicom, this is the Japanese version of the Nintendo. So Nintendo, this is what they look like in Japan, and they have a lot of games on here that you've never seen because they were only released in Japan. So we've got like 500 crappy games on there, and
they're all like
they're awesome.
In what do you call it when it's like Chinese English? It's like
oh,
I don't know what the name of
translations
that
are
is,
horrible
but
on the games.
But it's
like,
hilarious.
what did they call the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? It was something like sewer-dwelling reptiles or something
like that.
What the hell sewer-dwelling? You go there, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. English.
It's half the
yes.
fun is
English.
trying to figure out what
But
game
that's
they're
what makes
talking
that fabulous. I love it. It makes me laugh every time I read the description, the names.
about.
And a lot of them we don't know what they are. It's there's like 500 games on that thing.
Yeah.
And it's just a roll the dice crapshoot of what you can get.
I mean, some of them are like, you know,
Like
Contra,
Contra.
and stuff you
Yeah.
know, but some of them are just who knows what they are. But they're fun.
Yeah.
Unless they're either fun and hard or they're so difficult you can't even play it. Like all 80s games.
Yeah, 80s
Like
games are
that.
brutally
They're
hard.
brutal.
Most of them. Even the little kids games we were playing some Fisher Price games. And
Yeah, we were, and
fireman game. Although you can't really lose in that. You just time out.
It's fun though.
The house burns down. But that's kind of an alcohol-induced game.
That one was,
Yeah.
for sure.
You need the
It's-
right mindset for that.
It'd be hard to play that one sober.
Yeah,
I
it wouldn't
think.
be as funny. Nearly as funny.
Yep. Gotta get liquored up and play that one.
I'm not sure. I'll have to ask you guys. Are you allowed to drink on Twitch?
What does
I
that
thought
mean?
you could, because there was times.
What?
Well, I don't know. You know, YouTube doesn't like you can't just get like bombed on air on YouTube. They'll throw you
What?
out.
Why?
I don't know. It's legal. I guess they just don't want to be associated with someone getting tanked on air.
Well, I mean,
But I don't know if Twitch, if I've seen people drinking on Twitch or not. Because if
No.
there was, I would think there would probably be like a wine review show and a beer review show and like
Oh.
you know like drinking shows.
true.
And I don't see any of that, so I'm wondering if it's not allowed on here. I do know on D Live, it's a whole different ballgame because there's shows over there where it's just people. They're like, watch me try this new weed, and the guy's just smoking out of a bong and
Oh.
gives his reviews of different weed.
Whoa.
And
All right.
you know, D Live,
That's like the opposite
anything
direction.
goes over there, man. There's very adult stuff over there. By the way, if you've never been over there, be warned. Different kind of animal, that D Live. So I'll have to find out. If not, you just have to disguise the beer. You just put it in a cup or something. Miss Waffle says, a stream I watch, a music stream, they play a whiskey song and then take a shot. Okay. They even have their own glasses made up for it. So maybe they can. I don't really know. I can't remember if I saw something about that on the news, stupid regulations. You know, here's the deal. Twitch is owned by Amazon, and any company that gets big enough, it just is the natural evolution. They get more and more rules, and it gets harder and harder and more regulated. Where YouTube's gotten really lame, Amazon's only probably Twitch is only a few years away from that. I don't see how it can't be overregulated. So that's awesome. Probably not getting a wasted thing. Yeah, I don't get wasted, like, unless you're at Portfest. You might see me in that one time a year I might get drunk, but other than that,
You don't get wasted.
I mean, you ever seen me puke or something?
Never
since
even close.
rugby days. I don't
Not
do
even
that crap
close.
anymore. It's not fun. I mean, you know, you used to be able to drink, throw up, get up the next day and go to practice, where now if I did that I'd probably be down for a week.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be brutally. Yeah, Solo, you're on Mixer because of Xbox. That's cool. Do they? I would have thought Xbox allows you to do Twitch. I thought it does, but I think so. I just assume Mixer is obviously better if you stream games from Xbox because it's made for Xbox. But for some reason, I thought you guys could do Twitch if you want to come over and hang out. Miss Waffles, another stream, an art stream. She drinks a glass of wine. Okay. So Miss Waffles, what I was going to ask is there any reviews? Like, have you seen like a beer stream or a wine stream or something where they're like, we're going to do samplings today, you know, because there's cooking shows on here, so why wouldn't there be drinking shows? I don't know. But of course, you know, I don't see that on TV either. Like, we watch a lot of cooking shows, and I don't see, like, wine pairing shows or
No,
shows
a lot of the
revolved around
shows have
alcohol.
wine pairing in them, but it's not the main
Yeah, it's not
thing
the main
because
focus. It's probably too
ridiculously boring.
Yeah, it's not enough to carry a show.
Yeah,
probably.
it's boring.
Unless they did like the Amazing Race with wine, where every stop they had to get drunk and then move to another stop. That'd be hilarious.
All right, the back, all it needs is the branding iron, which I'm not going to do right now because it takes 20 minutes to heat up. So, there it is. Done.
What, Solo? They charge you to put Twitch on Xbox? But Mixer's free? Are you kidding? I didn't realize that. Man, Xbox, they squeeze every little penny out of you. That's why I game on Steam. Steam, everything's like free, and the sales are insanely free. The graphics are awesome. I used to be an Xbox gamer, and I just got so pissed off that Xbox Live just seemed to like want more and more money. It was made me a sad panda. Do we have an emoji for sad panda, Vicky? Drop that for me, please. Trip says, "Wow, nice job, Kate."
Thank you.
And Miss Waffle says, "Oh my God, gorgeous, hearts, 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 music, hearts, marks,
Thanks, Miss
music,
Waffles.
emojis."
As always. Alright. Done, and done.
Maybe that should be one of mine. Let's change it to sad panda. So I can drop it when I want. Oh, Solo Mania. I get you. I mean, you still make it work with an Xbox. I get you. But if you ever get the chance, I got a slamming computer for under $400 on Black Friday. My computer is awesome, and I got it, believe it or not, at Walmart, which I didn't expect. So, you know, watch for those Black Friday deals or save up, because I did not. I mean, this computer should have cost about $800, and it was through a bunch of different discounts. I got an awesome deal. I actually paid. I don't want to say it, do I? Should I say it? I paid $350 for this.
All right, I'm done.
It's awesome.
Thanks for coming, everyone. It's fun as always. I'm gonna take a break.
Yeah, and please check out our store if you wouldn't mind dropping one more link.
Check back in next week.
Also, let me say a few things before we split, though.
Yep.
Is if you guys are shopping this week on Amazon, please go through my links. Vicky, if you wouldn't mind dropping the Amazon links, please go through those first. It really helps the show. Remember, don't go to Amazon shop and then go, oops, I forgot, and come back out and do the link. It doesn't work. You have to go in through the link. It'll take you to one of my books. Just ignore the book and go shopping. And Amazon sends me a thank you. It doesn't cost you any extra money, and it's a great free way to help the show. You're going to spend the money anyway on Amazon. Why not help out the show? So thank you so much. That keeps us the lights on and the cat fed, and Kate full of tips. Brass tips. That's what I meant.
Whoa.
Yeah, going to the wrong place here. Okay. That being said, if you guys want to ask her any questions before we split and talk about art some more, she will be happy to talk with you a little bit, as long as she doesn't have to work.
Actually, I really need to go to the bathroom, and
Oh.
I'd like to end the stream so I can do that.
Okay, let me let me drop something here real quick before we split.
All right.
And I appreciate it, everybody. You guys are the coolest for sticking around. I do want to say this Saturday I will have a show, hopefully at noon, about does distance healing work. So please consider coming around for that. And that's about it. Do you have anything you want to say, Kate, before I split?
Nope. Thanks for coming. See you next week. Later.
Yeah, we're about to go raid Peach Hip. We're gonna throw her a little love because her channel's always so quiet. I wanna. Oh, what the hell? Iron J Rod's over there. Does he not know we're on? He's watching Peach Hip. I think he doesn't know we're on.
That's funny.
Oh, we're like, where's Iron J Rod? He's on another damn stream. All right, y'all give him hell when you get over there. I'll be there in a minute. That'll be funny. Let me go shut the stream down.